time we see the light again. All I need is love. Please take me back from darkness. Day and night and day. Starlights are fading far away. I'm waiting for your love. Please shine on me through darkness. I wonder why you closed the door that night. I thought you could be the light of my life. I wonder why you made me the fool that night. I begged you to be the light of my life.
Okay, for those who thought this was gonna be a chess stream, I'm sorry. I forgot to change the title and category from... It was a 1 second mistake. Also, I am late, but I did say in the Discord server that I would be late from about 30 minutes to an hour. Interesting enough, it's a Friday stream on a Friday, exactly. I'm gonna be playing a visual novel. Just a random one I found on itch.io because I have nothing else to do. I don't have games. I haven't... Okay, I'm gonna be honest about my financial situation. I have no money. All the games that I've played were games that I've bought like a year ago. Or like whatever. Left 4 Dead 2, bro? No, but like I want to play different games. I don't want to be like a Left 4 Dead 2 streamer or whatever. And I only want to do... Left 4 Dead 2 is one of those games, it's like Minecraft, where I only enjoy it if it's like with like, if it's like a collab thing. And I want to play Left 4 Dead 2 with like, if I got big enough, I would be with like other big streamers. I think Left 4 Dead 2 could be like, you know, people like play Lethal Company, Among Us, Peak and stuff like that. Like, I wish people played Left 4 Dead 2 as that kind of game. But sadly, that is not the reality that we live in right now. But yeah, all the games that I've had, I've already owned. I haven't been able to buy any new games. Like, I haven't been given my first paycheck from Twitch yet. Even though I've made a considerable amount of money, it's like, okay, I get paid at the end of every month, right? And I need a certain amount of money to be paid out. I need like $50 US, which I just don't have yet. I've been slowly collecting money over the months, and I've only now reached like, I think it's like 43. And I need like $7 more US to like be qualified to get the money that, you know, I'm supposed to get from the thing. But no, I just haven't been able to do that yet, which is unfortunate. But yeah, it's very frustrating for me personally. When is Friday playing DDLC? I can't, because I have no money. And I'm not gonna pirate games, right? It's like, I don't have any money. I can't buy any games. DDLC is free, like all of DDLC? Is Doki Doki Literature Club free? Is DDLC free? As far as I know, it's not. The original is free. Oh, okay, I'm dumb as shit then. It is free. I don't know why, because like when I go to Steam and I look up Doki Doki Literature Club, it's $10. DDLC is $10 when I go to Steam. Like, it's free? I didn't know that. Well, I guess that might be a stream in the future then. But yeah, let me just set up the game. The only reason why I picked this visual novel specifically is because... And I closed my Spotify. I'm stupid. Hold on. Nice one, Friday. I'm such a good streamer. That's DDLC plus I see. The only reason why I picked this visual novel specifically was because it was already like, I never bothered to remove it from my PC. I don't bother to remove games from my PC anyway. I don't bother to remove games from my PC anyway because like, no, I bother to like when it's like a visual novel because it comes in like it comes in a zip folder. If you get it off of like itch.io, which is where I usually play visual novels and stuff like that, I get it off of itch.io. It comes in a zip file, and then from there I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play this game, and then when I'm done, I'm gonna delete it because I don't like it taking up space. That's a habit that I've picked up over the course of like, because I used to play games on like a really shitty laptop with bad storage, bad RAM, and like bad Wi-Fi connections all the time. And so I just wasn't like, you know, I just didn't like keeping shit on my PC. I would be the kind of guy that like always closed tabs, always deleted files or whatever, even though I'm like, I probably shouldn't delete this file. But that's just how I kind of operated. Hi Stargazer, welcome. I am playing visual novel. Let me just transition because I did set this up earlier. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. I don't think there's music in this game. I'm gonna check. Is there music in this game? There is music in this game. As with many things from itch.io are. Properties. Don't eat the cashier. I think you should be able to hear some of it. If I go to options, music volume, yeah. Oh, that's a bit too loud. The premise is don't eat the cashier. And I actually played this a little bit. I wasn't able to get too far into it, but the premise of this game is basically you are a broke furry, I think that's the furry thing's a joke, but I think you are a broke furry that spent $5,000 on a fursuit, and now you have no money and you need to get a job, and you got fired from your job and you need to get a job. And you get a job at a gas station that's run by Cthulhu. And you need to survive not being eaten by monsters that want to kiss you and also want to kill you. I think that is the vague premise of this game from what I remember playing of it a few months ago. I like playing visual novels like this. I don't know why. Have you guys noticed? I don't know if you guys go to itch.io, right? itch.io is like a free game platform thing where you can like upload. There's a lot of visual novels on there and a lot of indie games. And I go to itch.io and I look up the visual novel tag because I like visual novels. That's the kind of game that I like playing. I guess game, it's like a book, right? It's a visual novel. It's a novel with visuals, right? I like reading the book, right? And a lot of them have a similar premise of like, there is this guy that is in love with you and also wants to kill you. Have you noticed this? I don't know why it's like this. I go to itch.io and there's like, if you go to buy like top rated or like top downloaded, there are like 6 or 7 games that are like this, and I don't know why. Is that like a common thing? I know yandere is a thing, but I don't particularly understand why it's that popular. I don't know why it's that popular. I have with me a bottle of water that I'm gonna drink because, knowing me, I'm probably gonna be compelled to voice act and narrate literally everything. Do you pronounce literally, like literally, or literally, like with a CH? Because sometimes you can't do that. Literally, or like does it like slur a little bit? And then literally, with like a CH. I always get confused on how to pronounce that, honestly. But yeah, I'm going to go... I can actually keep it at this resolution, and I can move my Twitch activity feed to here, so I can look at it while I play the game. But how is everyone? How is your day going? We are about to start the game soon. I have this really bad problem when I stream of like I tend to stall, which is bad. I shouldn't be stalling. But sometimes I'm like, oh, I need to fill the space. I need to like say something, you know. I'm gonna return. I'm just gonna start a new game, cause like I don't remember the rest of this game. I just don't. All right. Pronouns. By the way, can you guys see the game changing? Yeah, you guys can see that. There's just a lot of delay. Pronouns. What pronoun should I pick? I mean like in reality, I'm fine with any, but I'll probably pick I don't know they them because like I don't know why not. I know that there's like a difference. I know that when you play visual novels, they tend to be a lot more accommodating to like queer people and stuff like that, and so they give you the option to pick your pronouns because it's a visual novel. There are also like three monsters that do want to kiss you and also maybe kill you, and so I think it would be fair if they gave you the option, which I do appreciate. I'm glad that they do this. But all right, we'll pick they them. Your pronouns are they them. Sure. Um choose your body type. All right, do I want to be snatched or nah? I'll pick type 1. That's who I am in real life. You have a body type 1. Also, it's 8 p.m. That means I get to turn on my air conditioning. Hold on. What is your name? Friday Pilot. That is my name. My name is Edwin. I made the mimic. I don't know. I have that song stuck in my head. My name is Edwin. I made the mimic. It was quite difficult to put the pieces together. What is your name? Friday. Next. Your name is Friday. Alright, narration time. I need to lock in. Do you guys know I don't know how to read? Like, I actually am like horrifically undereducated. I never got past the first grade. I don't know how to read. I don't know what the letters mean. I really don't. What does this one mean? I have no clue. Sometimes I really wonder, how did I end up here? Not that I dreamed of a career as a neurosurgeon or an astronaut, but for crying out loud, working at a gas station? On the other hand, money is money. I sent out resumes to every conceivable and inconceivable place, applying for every position where I could somehow use my degree in art degree. Yeah, that is tragic. Art degree's tragic. You're not getting it. You're not getting anywhere. Zero responses, as it probably should be. I had to swallow my pride and find at least something. I found this note stuck to the glass of a bus stop. Computer science is more, bro. Are you more likely to get a job? Because, like, I know computer science is super competitive. I feel like you're more likely to get a job as a computer science major rather than an art major. Because art is a very, like, it's such a vibes based thing. I wouldn't know. I feel like art is like, oh, hi, Gar. I feel like getting a job as an art major is incredibly difficult because you'd have to have your portfolio, you'd have to do this, and that. I feel like computer science, it's been an overloaded market. Why do people like if it's such an overloaded market, then wouldn't there be like a downturn, like less people would take computer science? I say this, and a lot of my batchmates from high school will be taking computer science degrees. Like, I don't know why. If your heart lies within that matter, then sure. But at this point, if you understand that it's a overloaded market, maybe that would dissuade you from ever taking it in the first place. That and like AI being a thing, which is ridiculous. I believe companies are also looking to replace computer science people with AI. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just said that. Like, at this point, being a computer science, like, whatever, should turn you down. Like, you should not want to do that. but like I think having an art degree just naturally, like it inherently is just really hard to get like a job with an art degree. And I know there's this whole thing about companies replacing their creatives or art people with AI, but to me, I think computer science and like tech kind of jobs are more likely to get replaced by AI in the future rather than art ones, because I mean me, I'm quite optimistic about the my stance with like, you know, AI art and like stuff like that is that I think while companies will prioritize AR and like they'll get like super, it will get like super oversaturated or whatever, right? It will only make human art more valuable and like because it's more scarce now. And so I personally don't think AI art is that big of an issue when it comes to finding a job as an art person. I think it's more about the greedy executives that like want to replace you, but like that's neither here nor there. Anyways, the main character, or I guess me, has found a job at a gas station, and the flyer is quite weird. Human organism wanted for work at gas station. Organism's duties include selling food for mouth, silence, and oh hi, Deep Starry A. Thank you for the follow. I am playing a visual novel. The premise of being I'm broke and I need to get a job. Oh no, fuck. I go to games for escapism. What do you mean I need to get a job? Imagine if like you're depressed, right? You work your 9 to 5 at this dead end job. You're so sad. You want to go home. You want to play some games, and you want to be like, man, I just want to take the edge off. You know, you don't like drinking. You don't like going out. You don't do drugs or anything like that. You just want to go home and play a video game. You work your 9 to 5 as a cashier. You go home. You play Job Simulator VR. Wait, Friday, do they have plasma donation places near you? I don't know. I never asked. I've never donated plasma before. And like I'm weak as shit. I probably shouldn't be donating blood. I need every drop of this, bro. I honestly need every drop of this blood. If I donate plasma, I am off. Oh wow, what a nice chess stream. It's not chess. I forgot to change the category and the title before I started streaming. I'm sorry. I'm making an apology video. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I lied to you all. Today's stream is not a chess stream. I forgot to change the category and the title of the stream. I'm sorry if you feel betrayed. Ukulele now. I have my guitar. Oh no, it's gone. Oh, someone took it. Never mind. I'm not pulling out the ukulele. Not for this. Anyways, you can donate plasma $50. I don't know. That's probably how your country works. I don't know if that's how my country works. But also, again, I need every bit of this plasma. I am not donating plasma for 50. I mean, $50 is a lot, but I'm not donating plasma. I need this blood, bro. Anyways, continue. Obeying those who are more ancient. Friendly team offers. New and old faces of friends, long and different life consumption of nourishment, juicy juices, and trips to human places. Our character found this note stuck to the glass of a bus stop. Food for mouth? Seriously? Well, this guy's got a style of his own. Apparently, the manager's just an eccentric dude. Or is this their new marketing tactic to grab attention? Whatever. People often told me that I have my quirks too, and that's even if they haven't seen my fursuit. Yeah, like isn't I would have a feeling that like honestly, if you're a furry and you're broke, that is really bad. Like that does not bode that is not a good sign. That does not bode well on you. If you're a furry and you're broke, something has gone wrong. Because if you can afford a fursuit in the first place, you have had to had some money at some point, right? If you're like every single furry that I've talked to is either incredibly intelligent, working some computer science job that pays a lot, or they're like a fucking NASA engineer. That's how they can afford all these ridiculous fursuits, is because they're rich. If you're a broke furry and you still decide to spend it on a fursuit, that is just an indication of your poor financial choices. Well, whatever. As long as he's not a complete jerk who will hit on me or make me scrub the floors with a toothbrush. Hi from my friend group. Uh, so does your friend group say hi, Kyori? I'm quite confused. But yes, I am playing a visual novel. I forgot to change. I forgot to change the category of the stream before I started streaming. So the ping on the Discord says it's a chess stream, but I've lied to everyone. And so anyone who clicks that link, they're gonna think it's a chess stream, but it's not. They said hello. Well, hello, Kyori's friend group. They're not gonna watch the stream, or are you guys like in a VC? People tend to do that, to where everyone's in a VC and they watch the stream from the VC, like a guy screen sharing it, which I guess makes sense if like there's like differing internet connections or whatever. I don't understand, why don't they just all stay in the VC and they just all watch the stream? I never really understood that. I also have never understood, you know how people are like in VCs, and it's those VCs to where like the entire server has decided we're gonna make this VC last for like 1,000 hours, and everyone's muted and deafened. I don't understand why. Like me personally, now we're playing Roblox and the stream started at the same time. They told me to go say hi. I see. Have you also considered not playing Roblox? I'm not asking you to stop playing Roblox to watch the stream. I'm just saying that Roblox is really bad for you. Roblox is like a carcinogen. It's bad for your health. You should not be playing Roblox. It negatively affects both your mental and your physical. I love Roblox, and this is why this generation is dying. Too bad. All your admins played. Okay, bye. Have fun. Good luck. Why? Why do people like Roblox? I know there's a visual novel happening right now. I know that there's a visual novel happening right now, right? And I know that, you know, we're supposed to be playing a game. Why do people enjoy Roblox? There is like rarely a good Roblox game that I found enjoyable. Roblox is like, you know that phrase that Jay Schlatt likes to say of like, would you rather have unlimited bacon but no games, or unlimited games but no games? Roblox is unlimited games but no games. Yes, it has all the games, but none of them are fun. The only games that are good are ripoffs of other games. 100 Nights is a ripoff of like Valheim, right? One of them is like a ripoff of Dead by Daylight. One of them's a ripoff of Granny. And they're all good, but they're only good because it's other games being copied onto Roblox. I'm not saying like Roblox has no value in terms of like community enjoyment and like the accessibility and like playing with friends or whatever, right? I get that. But in terms of the games on the platform, a lot of them are just bad. I don't enjoy, and like I get it because like people who can't play like a Dead by Daylight or whatever, right? They play, or you know, whatever. They play these games like Arsenal, like whatever. Like they play these games that's like Roblox Valorant or Roblox whatever, because they don't have the computing power in their PC to play the original game. I get that. But I just feel like every time I play Roblox, I just have the worst time. And like the visuals and like everything, it's janky. I just don't like it. I love Judy and Mimiclor. I've seen the Mimic. The Mimic just isn't that fun for me. I know people are like, oh my gosh, I love it. I love getting scared or whatever. Horror games are like so difficult to get right. Do you think you'd ever like Hypixel Skyblock? I don't like. There are two genres of games that, while I do understand why people like them, I personally We'll never play them. This guy hasn't played horror games before. No, I just don't like horror games on Roblox. I've played Resident Evil. I've played like a bunch of other horror games in the past, like a bunch of horror visual novels. Like I've played them. Like yeah, I get scared and like they're good. Horror games on Roblox, it just doesn't do it for me. It's like when you get jump scared in FNAF for like the 50th time and you kind of get bored of it. That's what Roblox is like to me. And to answer the question about whether I would enjoy Hypixel Skyblock, the thing about Hypixel Skyblock is that it's a very much a grindy game, and obviously I don't like playing Minecraft solo, so that's one thing. And I know that Hypixel's like a server or whatever, but to me, Hypixel Skyblock really feels like a solo experience. Like I don't feel like I'm talking to a lot of other people during Hypixel Skyblock unless we're on like some stupid MacGuffin quest. Very grindy. I don't really enjoy it. I don't like grind games. I don't like games where like I have to grind to reach a certain thing. That's why I don't like games that I like to classify. I classify like a certain genre of games as like stinky games, like gamer games, like stinky gamer games. That includes Rainbow Six Siege, Valorant, League of Legends, Dota, Apex Legends. What else? Any like League of Legends like rip off or whatever. I know there's like Mobile Legends at in my country. I don't really like that. I don't like Overwatch. I don't like Overwatch. TF2's fine because I like the aesthetic of TF2, but like I don't like Overwatch. I don't like Counter Strike. I don't like these games to where like it's incredibly skilled because like I'm just bad at first person shooters. So like I'm just gonna admit that this is a skill issue on my part. But I just don't like games where it's like it's competitive. You're in a lobby with other people. There's a voice chat. You could get really toxic. Like I don't like playing COD or whatever. Not first person shooter game. Like first person like competitive shooter games because there are first person shooter games that I probably would enjoy, like a Doom or like yeah, it's a first person shooter, but I don't want the shooter part to be the main thing. Like there's Doom, there's Wolfenstein, Quake, like not Quake, but like Wolfenstein, Doom, like Resident Evil technically counts as a first person shooter because you can go first person and you can shoot, right? It's like yeah, those are first person shooter games, but that's not like your Counter Strikes or your Valorants or whatever. Gotcha games. I like gotcha games. I like gotcha games because even though it is like a pachinko machine in disguise with like a game veneer over it, I still really enjoy the kinds of stories and the kind of the characters and stuff like that. I think the character design is really nice or whatever. I know that there's some people that don't really like gotcha games because it's like, well, it's not really a game. They just want you to gamble and waste all your money. And like, I don't really like playing them anymore because the constant need to play it daily, do your dailies, and like really grind. I just don't have enough time and energy in my day to do that anymore. Like, what back in the day when I was like 13, 14 years old, I would play Genshin like 6 hours a day every day for summer. And like I could do that because I just didn't have a lot of stuff to do. But now that I have stuff to do, I'm like, I don't really want to play Genshin anymore. And like I have my own gripes with Genshin about like power creep and like just the sheer expanse of exploration that I don't really enjoy. And like just the repetitive nature of side quests or whatever. I just don't like that. But I still like Genshin for its story, especially from like Mondstadt to I think Fontaine. The Fontaine story was amazing, and then we hit like Natlan or whatever, and it kind of fell off for me in terms of like design and aesthetic or whatever. I didn't really enjoy that much, and like I can't get into reverse 99, reverse 1999, Wuthering Waves. I played Arknight's Enfield for a little bit, and that was super fun because I really enjoyed playing Arknight's Enfield because of the satisfactory mechanic. I really enjoyed that, and I might continue playing Arknight's Enfield because I really enjoyed it. But I don't really want to. So Bad Piggies and Angry Birds. I like Bad Piggies and Angry Birds. I like that. I like Bloons. HSR. I remember I played because like up until that point, right? It was Honkai Impact the Third and Genshin Impact. Like those were the two big Hoyoverse gacha games. And then it was Honkai Star Rail like after that. I remember it was like 2023, I think 2022 when HSR first came out, and I got that like on launch, but I just didn't have like a PlayStation or I didn't have a PlayStation or a PC to play that. I had my shitty phone. And even the new phone I have now just can't run gacha games that well. And I would play it and I'm like, wow, this is just not worth it. I have to put everything to like, I know it's like a convenience thing. I also just don't have mobile data to play gacha games. And so I have to put everything to the lowest setting possible. I have to do this and that. And this is just too much work and too much work around to play HSR. I couldn't do it. It took, dude, updates. I don't have storage on my phone. Updates took like 3 hours to download. The amount of stuff and like the amount of things you have to be to like play gacha games is way too much for me. I could only ever play gacha games if I was like a really big content creator. I got sponsored and I was like super rich or whatever. That is the only like circumstance I would be willing to seriously get into playing gacha games again. But other than that, no, I don't think I would. And like I like the characters, I like the world building in the story. But also these Chinese companies are low key like colorist and like racist as shit because none of their characters have a melanin above Pantone whatever. Kai is the only like black or like black adjacent character in Genshin, and it kind of like it's like Kaya and then like Candice. I think one of the only there's very few, and it upsets me. And I don't like Kaya. I don't. I'm just gonna say this. I know I've been stalling for like 12 minutes. I don't like Kaya. I think Kaya sucks. I don't like Kaya or Lisa because that was when Genshin like first came out, right? And so I have this theory in my head to where they made Kaya and Lisa solely for the purpose of like thirst bait. Like they made Kaya and Lisa solely for the purpose of bait. And like, hey guys, there's this new gotcha game coming out. It's gonna be really popular. We're gonna have these two characters to like lure people and like, ooh, they're pretty or whatever, right? I don't like being tricked and fooled. So I initially in my head was like, no, I am not gonna fall for either Kaya or Lisa. And it also just seems like they're trying too hard. I just don't like them. And like I found other characters after Kaya and Lisa attractive. Like my favorite Genshin characters in terms of like how much I like their design and like attractiveness and appealingness to me is like I like Kazuha, I like Sethos, I like who else? I like Noelle. I really like Noelle. I think Noelle's great. I think Noelle's a really nice character. And like can I have a fun tale? Lene, I like Lene, even though I also do think Lene is doing a little bit too much. But like, I just don't like being tricked. I don't like being marketed to, basically. Also, another reason why I don't like watching YouTube videos nowadays, and like, a lot of them I can tell they're trying all the bells and whistles to try and get me to watch the video because they analyze Mr. Beast a little bit too much and they think they can steal all of his strategies. And I'm like, I'm gonna get a viral YouTube video by doing this thumbnail and this title and having this in my description or whatever. And I'm like, okay, I get that. But it's like, I can tell I'm being marketed to and I don't enjoy it. For example, Ish, yeah, I mean, like, the only thing is that I watched Ish before I had that sensibility of being known when I'm being sold something. And I was already familiar with Ish's content and I'd be like, well, it would be high quality anyways and I would watch this. That is honestly like why like every YouTuber does this. Like every single YouTuber does this. And this is why I find it so hard to watch YouTube nowadays because I would scroll through my homepage, I would look at all the titles and thumbnails and I'd be like, I can feel like I'm being sold to and I don't like it. So for me to like click on a person's video, I would have to get over that mental barrier of I don't like being marketed to heavily. watch the video, enjoy their content, and decide, hey, I'm gonna come back. Because my I guess favorite kind of YouTubers are the ones that, like, yes, are trying to like market themselves in the thumbnail and title, but when you actually watch their video, it's just them being really confident and proud in the work that they put into the video, and the marketing stuff in the thumbnail and title is just getting you in so that because they're so confident about their work or whatever. And if like and like YouTube they all do this, right? And it's so annoying because like it's so clear that I'm being socially engineered too, and this is why I like podcasts, honestly, like because it's just me being like, it's me being like it's just these guys shooting the shit. I don't feel like I'm being marketed to. It's their own personal like show that they're putting on. Business major being anti-capitalist, ironic, right? I'm gonna be taking a business major in college, but I'm like capitalism and like its faults annoy me so much. Like it's so dude, it's so annoying. And when you start seeing things like I'm not educated in like leftist literature or anything. I don't know jack shit, all right? Or whatever. But when you just like think about it a little bit too hard, you're like everything connects. Every single issue in the world is connected to each other in some way. Capitalism is a big one, bigotry is a big one, class struggle is a big one, or whatever. It's like, fuck my life, bro. Fuck my life. Guys, what if instead of trying to ring our customers for more money, we sold a good product? You know how like when companies like try and like make a bullshit cut up like cost cutting change to save money? Guys, if we made our product good, that means people will want to buy the product. That means we make money. We can get a profit, right? We can stay stagnant. It's fine if you're like a top company, right? Stay stagnant. Pay everyone properly. Why are we working all of our people to the bone, bro? We do not need to be doing this. The only reason is because there is a system. And then people grow up and be like, I can abuse the shit out of this to get as much hubbubaloo as possible, right? And then I like, it's just like a lack of empathy from people. It's like, it's ridiculous. I need this guy working for Hoyoverse. Dude, if like everyone, if everyone in Hoyoverse was like sane, Genshin would not be a gotcha game. Or like yeah, it would still be a gotcha game because that's just the business model. I have no idea how else Genshin is gonna like fund itself. It would have to be like you'd have to pay for Genshin then. Like you'd have to pay like 60 USD for Genshin, but like it's free updates throughout, right? And but like there's no gotcha system, but like I don't know, you have to like make money somehow, right? If we lived in a sane society, gotcha games would not exist at all. We would not have Genshin if the world was sane, right? And as much as I love Genshin and like in terms of art and world building and music and stuff like that, is thoughts on the Angry Bird franchise? There are a lot of Angry Birds, Bad Piggies, and a good amount of the spin-offs are good. The problem is that because of how big Angry Birds got, Rovio never decided, hey, we should try and make a follow-up game with like a different IP. They just kept on trying to rehash Angry Birds. And it's like, even if I used like the not capitalist argument, right? Of like, okay, these companies are turning out. It's like when people like do reboots nowadays. They're too scared of putting out new ideas and new IPs, right? Because they care more about their money than making a good product, right? They're like, oh, we're gonna make another Star Wars IP. Like some of them are good, right? Like Andor was really good, Rogue One was good, but like we're gonna make another Star Wars. We're gonna make another Marvel movie. We're gonna like keep rehashing the same thing over and over again because it's familiar with people. We know that's gonna sell, or right, whatever. But then it ends up sucking, and then people lose trust of you as a company. Hey guys, big idea. Why can't we just make good movies? Why can't we just take risks and give creative people with potential the ability to do stuff? Do what A24 does. Like A24, yes, like is like really good at like pioneering. A24 has a bunch of groundbreaking movies like Moonlight and like Everything Everywhere All at Once, but A24 has a lot of shitters. They're just like they're just like the publication studio. They're just like a studio. They publish the movies. They're not like, I don't know if they're funding or making a lot of them, right? But A24 has a lot of shitters. And they do that because for every 10 ass A24 movies, there's going to be one amazing classic and like one underrated cult thing that is going to do quite well. And that will cover the loss for the 10 shitters. They just punt that to a streaming service like fucking Tubi or whatever. You guys know of Tubi? Jacksepticeye is on Tubi. Like, it's a streaming service. I don't know if it's free or not, but you can go to the streaming service called Tubi and you can watch Jacksepticeye videos. There's like 8 seasons. They like categorize it. There's 8 seasons of Jacksepticeye that they're uploading onto Tubi. And it's like, where they're up to like his uploads in 2017. What do you think about Glitch Productions? I like the idea of Glitch Productions. I like the idea of giving these like famous people, you know, I like the idea of giving indie projects and giving them the shine or whatever. I know it's gonna take a long time because they're super indie and like it takes like months to make an episode or whatever. But I like the idea and I really appreciate it. The problem with Glitch Productions is that it has the average issues of like the problem with Glitch Productions is because it's indie and a lot of the people involved are online. It's more prone to controversy because online you can find anything. While as with like a traditional movie or show, much more under wraps, not a lot of controversy gets out that much. Also, the fandom just sucks. Dude, Glitch fans suck. They suck. They're all children. And they're all children on the internet and they don't know how to behave or coordinate themselves. They don't know how to act. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. I've lost all my viewers by doing this. I gotta start playing the game. Anyways, we have Glupshido in front of us. How long have I been ranting? I think I've been ranting for like 30 minutes. I've been ranting for half an hour on anything. Truth nuclear, eitherly overly woke kids or bigots. Glitch fans? Yeah. I don't like Glitch fans. I don't think there's such a thing as being overly woke, but like they're just annoying. And they're like just immature. Anyways, Eldritch Horror in front of us. I almost thought the stream would have to change to just chatting. Don't worry, we're playing a game, guys. We're playing a game. I don't think there are any mods that like can edit the stream. They would have edited it to just chatting if I'd been ranting for 30 minutes. I didn't scream. I couldn't move. My brain feverishly tried to find any category for this in its database. Hallucinations, psychosis, too many energy drinks, a typical middle manager. The monster from my nightmare stirred. Its tentacles crept closer and closer to the counter. Business student being anti-capitalist, please do consider social democracy. If I like read that up and it like coincidentally aligned with my beliefs, I guess so. I'll consider it. My God. My God. The creature made a sound, not from a mouth. It had none. The sound emanated from deep within its bulk, hollow, profound, and bone-shaking. Oh, it's Bob. Hello, everyone. Say hello to Bob. Welcome. Welcome, Bob. Say hi to Bob. You think Bob's a nice guy? You think Bob will treat me well in this job? I hope so. All right, I have to do voice acting. What kind of voice should I give Bob?
I'm Bob, the indescribable intervention of Ross. Will you, grandson, may call me Manager Bob?
No. This isn't real. I'm dreaming. I need to wake up.
You will serve food for mouth and obey me, for I am engine. Remember the rules of the company. For my budget, is unlimited of the salary I offer you. Rule number 1. You shall, no matter what, chicken food from the mouth, ground fuel, no matter the source. Lottery tickets for extra little raffles, discount rod, rich fall, everything else must be school.
He points directly at me with that creepy, slimy tentacle. Oh no.
Every miserable unit of currency brings me closer to my triumphant exit from this pitiful hole.
I pinch myself. But I didn't wake up.
Rule number 2. Be polite to the customers. Ignore bald spots in werewolf food, and watch out for drops when ectoplasmic energetic entities are in the store.
What?
But don't let them get too bold. Customers are the wagon contenders for currency, and they should all pay in monetary units. Payment in accidental blood or hair of the dead is not accepted. Many of them come here just to chat because they're idle and purposeless organisms. Your task is to make them part with the currency anyway. It is also your duty to heal organisms if they are injured using special kits. If they die, they can't give away currency.
Chad, what should I pick? I think I should just be like obedient to this guy. I don't want. I don't think I should. I don't think I want to die in my first encounter. And I think he's like pretty. I think he's pretty reasonable anyway. You guys fucking with Bob? He's just Bob. What's there not to like? He's just Bob. He's just Bob, bro. I'll stay quiet. I would assume that if Cthulhu is in front of me and he's talking about werewolves and ectoplasm, I don't think I should be worried about anything else right now. All of this just doesn't fit in my head. I'm shaking so much that the cheap plastic badge pinned to my uniform rattles. I am the embodiment of pure, unadulterated terror.
This is the correct reaction when confronted with a superior entity. Your fear is evidence of a functional survival instinct. However, it is completely unexpectable. Many of our customers enjoy seeing a smiling muscle spasm on the face of the serving organism.
I'll smile. I gather all the remaining motor control that isn't currently engaged in convulsions. Then I take a shaky breath and attempt to smile. The corners of my mouth twitch upward, but not in sync. I can feel one side higher than the other.
Acceptable. The asymmetry is a bit distracting, but the main muscle groups are activated in the correct configuration. You have successfully created a smile. Maintain this configuration in all customer interactions.
He suddenly places a jar in front of me on the counter. And whoop.
And the last rule. Remember, organism, this tip container must be filled with money by the end of your wake cycle. If the bottom of the jar is visible, you will clean the sanitary room with this object in the dimension of absolute horrors and suffering for 2,510 years. I can't take my
bleh. I couldn't take my eyes off the fork. The potential tool of my eternal servitude. At this moment, my mind had fully capitulated. Yes, I was hired by a multi-eyed cosmic architect squid. Yes, my clients will be non-humans. Yes, I'm being threatened with a fork and eternal toilet cleaning. I think my Wi-Fi went. I think my Wi-Fi went away a little bit. But fret not, I have returned. Anyways, I'm in a trap. I gotta get out of here.
Do you understand organism?
2,510? Why not 2,511? No, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Acceptable. Goodbye, organism. Good luck in your currency acquisition and button pressing.
Yeah.
Adequate. Your willingness to fulfill your work duties deserves my emotional approval. Human entity, you are acceptable.
Would you guys accept emotional validation from Bob? He's just Bob.
If you expect a momentary monetary reward instead of an emotional one, you need to immediately reconsider your moral compass. Greed is a highly condemned trait for a human organism. This concludes the briefing. But do not tremble anymore and be a brave organism in the future.
He's just Ken. He's just Bob. How could you hate that?
Do not
God damn it, did my Wi-Fi die again? Hello? Have I returned? Bro, this happens like every other stream. TSPMO? Question mark? Anyways. He didn't turn around as a human would. His tentacles simply shifted his entire mass in another direction. With a soft gurgling sound, he waddled across the linoleum. Finally, he left me alone. Well, it should be working now. I am back. Hello? Did Cthulhu get me? I know, dude, I know that, like, the stream delay is, like, fucking ridiculous. So I genuinely don't know if I'm here or not. But I will trust my faith in God, maybe? I don't know. My connection is unstable. The average stream bitrate is too high. How did I gain viewers from that? Anyways, I have been left alone by Bob, my eldritch manager. The silence as the gas station was broken only by the hum of refrigerators containing quote-unquote juicy juices and the buzzing of the neon lamp above my head. I stood in the same spot as if rooted to the ground. My breath returned to me in a sharp, uneven gasp, and my hands were shaking. The tip jar, which I needed to fill to avoid ending up in the dimension of ancient horrors, still stood proudly on the counter. Okay. So, what just happened? Option 1. I've gone insane. That's the most logical conclusion. Prolonged stress from job hunting, malnutrition, nerves, anxiety, disrupted sleep schedule. My brain just malfunctioned. Yep, that's it. I'm gonna wake up on my couch in my dingy rented apartment. I pinch myself again. Nothing. I scanned the room once more. It smelled of gasoline and old coffee. It was still absurdly real. And that meant everything he said. It was all true. Werewolves, vampires, tips, the fork. A hysterical mix of laughter and a scream of terror welled up in my throat, but I held it back. I needed to get through this. I needed to... God damn it. What now? Oh no. Don't tell me that's the first customer. Bells? What the hell? Whoa. Shit. Where the hell did this clown come from? Hi. What's your name? I'm Friday. You come here often? Whoa, it's this game. What do you mean it's this game? Are you familiar with this game? I'm not familiar with this game. It took great effort to not look away from those red eyes burning in the pitch black darkness. Yeah, the cannibalism joke here is funny. I'm glad you're familiar with this game. I don't know who this guy is. The last time I tried playing this was like 2 months ago. Is he amused? Is he wondering if I'm tasty? Bob didn't exactly give any guarantees that I wouldn't get devoured at work. My brain is still recovering from that encounter with Bob, but was frantically trying to figure out how to break this silence. Do I try and like cheese it? Because he's a jester, right? Like, would he sound like the Joker, perhaps? Would he sound like society? Society. When girls kiss each other, nobody bats an eye. But when I kiss my homies goodnight, society calls me gay. Should I just say good evening, or I'll be professional. I'll be professional. What the fuck? Why are you actually good at that? Like the Joker impression? You can't wear that. You can't say that. God forbid. God forbid a white boy get a little bit of motion. Everyone losing their minds. That's how crazy Batman's made Gotham. I like the Joker. The Joker impression's funny. Okay. The second option, bro, please. All right. Isn't it strange that I work at a gas station for a couple of bucks, yet you're the one who wears the jester's hat? Ah, that's quite witty. That's the first joke I've heard in this wonderful place, and it wasn't disappointing. It's so amusing that I might not turn your cash register into you, and you into the cash register. Well, hello, princess. Well, hello. I didn't know he was hot. I'm sorry, I disrespected him. I didn't know he was hot. Look, I'm like Jack Harkness from Doctor Who. I will flirt with literally anyone I find like 50% attractive. Why is he high though? I think his eyes are red with madness and rage. But I would not put it past him to indulge in the marijuana, the Mary Jane, marijuana. So he is high off of the fears and screams of the innocent, yes, but not of any traditional drug. I'd also rather not become a cash register, thank you. I need to sell a lot of quote-unquote juicy juices today. And even in the face of existential transformation, you're still talking about your duty. Your juicy duty. But have you considered the opinion of the cash register itself? You have a unique opportunity to do so. Just one word. What if it's pink eye? If it's pink eye, that means he gets down. You do know that pink eye is an STD. That means this guy is getting some action. That says more about him than it says about me. I do not want to know what the cash register might tell me, considering everything it's seen and how sticky it is. My God, another person with a crazy, strange way of speaking. And it seems he's in the mood for a chat. So, what is a beautiful, charming soul like you doing in such a dreadful, dirty island of misfortune? Or rather, what is a place like this doing with such a charming soul as you? I wonder what he is on. The screams and the fears of the innocent. I thought I made this abundantly clear. He is high off of the madness of the populace. Calling dibs on crack? I don't think he does crack. This guy probably snorts crushed up frog legs and mushrooms. I don't think he does he would honestly, this is the kind of guy that would be cocaine? Peasants work. He'd think cocaine would be to him cocaine would be light shit. In my opinion. Do you see this guy? No one has 4 bells on their head. They're taking some next level shit. They put heroin in their beer. Acid, perhaps? No, I'm saying that what he's taking is otherworldly. He's taking weird shit. He's not ayahuasca. He would be taking ayahuasca. He would be taking salvia. That's the kind of drugs he'd be doing. He's smiling. He's nice. Wait. Where are my manners? I suppose I must introduce myself. I have many names, most of which are not fit to be spoken in the company of such a lovely, noble soul. The nicest I've heard is the Mad King, a title I plan to pass from me to myself to I for the coming centuries. However, my mortal mother named me Daren. Now, may I have your hand? Chat. Do I offer him my hand? Do we get involved with that? Let's have an honest conversation. They say not to stick your shit in crazy. But I might be going against my principles here. I might have to stick my shit in crazy. Keep in mind, I think there's 2 other people coming. Do we want to immediately go after the clown guy? Or do we want to see our options a bit and do another run? Shoot your shot? Bro, I don't know if I can do this. He might kill me. He might turn me into a pelican. Alright, I'll shoot my shot. The worst thing he might do is bite your hand. The worst thing that he can do is send me to the Torment Nexus. He's the Mad King. He's like fucking Loki. He's Loki in the Joker outfit. The worst he can do is send me to hell. He could send me to Chernobyl as it's happening. Now the question is, would you get involved with that? Do you in chat right now want to get involved with that? Are you willing to risk yourself for this clown boy? At least it's not a gas station. I think I would rather be in a gas station than Chernobyl. Deep Starrier? Yeah, hi, welcome. This is your first time chatting. You followed earlier and now you're back to chat. I'm assuming Darren is your favorite. By the way, I have not seen the other two yet. Yeah? Did you just join? I was doing a pretty good job voice acting him. Because I don't know, I pulled out my Joker impression. God forbid a white boy get a little bit of emotion. Just fucking... I can't. I love making the Joker say, God forbid a white boy get a little bit of emotion. I like saying that. I'm assuming you've played this game before. And that clown boy here is your favorite. Which I get. I understand. I understand. I'm watching silently because I'm shy. I'm sorry. It's fine. It's alright. I see that you're watching QSMP too. I am also in Minecraft content YouTuber spaces. However, there are issues such as drama and controversy that I will not get into right now because I am Vig Post King and that will also get me in trouble. The worst thing he can do is send you to command. The worst thing that Darren can do is send me to like 9th grade in like a math quiz. That is the worst thing Darren could do. 9th grade math is traumatic. Do you think he'd fuck with me if I like tried to like jest with him or like do I? Okay. Starry, all right. You have to decide. Do I offer him my hand? The worst thing he can do is send me. Fuck! I'm in Imperia again. Fuck! Darren, where are we? We're in the desert district. Yes, I do. Okay, fine. I'll offer him my hand. Oh my god, what? Hey. I didn't know he'd do that. He's romantical like that. Hey, man. Hey. He doing too much. Come on, let's have an honest conversation. Darren, we just met. Send me your name. Send me your number. Let's get down and dirty. You like red wine or white wine? Let's go out. Have a dinner first. This is way too fast for my liking. I didn't know you were like that. I did not know you were like that. He just left me there, bro. He'd kiss me and then he'd leave. He'd say, this was a nice night. I'm never seeing you again. Would you do me like that, Darren? We have a date. Me and Darren, we're sitting in this Toyota Tacoma. We're driving down the highway. We park outside my apartment building. The front car light turns on. We look at each other. What happens next? I don't know what happens next. I don't know what happens next. I'm sorry. Ain't no one did this to me before, bro. I had one situationship that did this to me. Never again. He suddenly bows his head and presses his lips to my knuckles. Meeting you is truly a pleasure. His lips are cold yet a ghostly. I'm hitting all the parks, by the way. I've gotten like every single like heart emoji possible. Maidenless. I mean, I got a girlfriend, but like I haven't. She just moved to my city, bro. His lips are cold, yet a ghostly warmth spreads across my skin. So here I am, dealing with a real gentleman. How lovely. Or a king, as he calls himself. Of all the kings and emperors locked in their soft chambers, this one has probably found a way to escape. May I know your name? I don't immediately realize he's asking me a question, still in the days from that gentlemanly kiss. My name is Friday. but my friends call me Big D, or they would if I had any. Imagine if you were like, if you're playing this, that would be really funny. If you're playing this as like an AFAB, you'd be like, my friends call my friends call me. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Maybe if I picked she, her, and I picked feminine body type, maybe the bottom one would be different. My waist isn't snatched like that. The body's not T. I'm sorry. For those who have played this game before, which one gets me? Because, like, okay, we will go for Darren. What if I went for all three? Do they fight over me? I don't know who the other two are. Will the other two fight over me in the end? Is there like an ending? Because, like, I also I figured that from the heart emojis with Bob, I can technically date Bob. I don't want to. Can I get with all three of them at the same time? Is that possible? Is that an option? I would like to get involved with that. No, I don't think so. Fuck. God damn it. Probably like MonsterCon or something. Yeah, probably. By the way, I still plan to do a MonsterCon stream when I unlock Sasha. Like if I'm just gonna like casually play Monster Prom for a while, and when I unlock Sasha, I'm gonna be like, guys, it's happening. No poly harem Sag. Fuck. I can't be like boyfriend's TM webtoon. I can't be boyfriend's TM webtoon. Fuck my life. Anyways, by the way, we're stalling again. Which one should I pick? We haven't even gone past the first guy, and we're already an hour and 13 minutes in. No love triangle for me. It would be love square, because there'd be four. There's like four of us, I think. Anyways, which one should I pick? We've been stalling. I have no clue. Four? Really? Four? Fine. My name is Friday, but my friends call me Big D, or they would if I had any. What a pity. That name clearly has room to grow. It lacks subjects. How... He's saying it seriously. How did it happen that there's no one to praise you, Big D? No one acknowledges my big as my name talents. That seems to be the problem. No one seems to acknowledge Big D. Have you seen what? Fine. Have you even seen me? Oh, my dear, sweet, tragically nearsighted Big D. I see you more clearly than you see yourself. I see a canvas of untapped potential, splattered with the brown stains of circumstance. I see the little spark of life that makes you battle with yourself and the smudges on this counter. What you call a flaw, I call a beautiful, thrilling starting point. Is he trying to say like, hey man, I know you're digging that bit, but like we can work with that? Like, what is this guy's problem? What is your problem, bro? I call myself Big D, and you're like, never the little one. Big D, never the little one. Never the little one. Brown stained circumstance. Yo, this guy's insulting us. I think he's just acknowledging the situation. I think Darren is looking around the room and is like, damn, bitch, you live like this? Like, damn, bitch, you live like this? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I saw a flyer. I wanted a job, bro. Alright, anyways. What you call a flaw, I call a beautiful, thrilling starting point. I highly recommend directing your hatred outward rather than inward. It's very refreshing. He fine though? He is fine though. He do be fine though. I feel like my brain's turning to jelly. Actually, it's not all that bad. Maybe I've just been spoiled by all those mangas about sinister and tragic monsters. Though the only tragic thing about this client is so far is his unwillingness to buy my discount rod. So, let's finally get to the purpose of my visit. Finally. It's completely unknown to me. Oh, for crying out loud. There's nothing interesting in the assortment of this pathetic shack, except for you. So I'm buying your time. Let's have dinner. I'm sure you must be hungry. Oh no. Allow me to create a more pleasant atmosphere for us. I'm shivering from a gust of icy wind. He just teleported half of my gas station to a radioactive dump. Or a radioactive dump to my gas station. And the jar's gone. My fucking jar. I want to live, so I will try and compliment him. What a wonderful place for dinner. He's trying his best to make the environment romantic, I guess. Hey man, have you ever heard of like a candlelight dinner, bro? Have you ever heard of like a cat cafe or like a dimly lit hotel room? If you want that cookie that bad, bro, we can start making out, bro. Pull yourself over the counter, stand on business, start making out with me. Can I be honest? It was only a few minutes ago that I got that this was a dating sim. I did not know this was a dating sim. Either. I thought I was just a cashier. Okay. What a wonderful place for dinner. Radioactive cockroaches on the menu? Oh, of course. It's a local delicacy. Pan-fried in their own radioactive juices to preserve the flavor. Crispy on the outside, still alive on the inside. They grant you the most thrilling superpowers. Radioactive cockroaches, my favorite midnight snack. However, I can't go long without familiar landscapes. Already ruined lands make me melancholic because all the fun has happened without me. Disgusting. Allow me. This is something seemingly less radioactive. Amazingly, I haven't thrown up yet. It feels like I've been flushed twice down an interdimensional toilet. I clear my throat. It seems like I'm sitting at a table. Much better, wouldn't you agree? Couldn't be better. You're fine. 'Twas when I searched all the characters are hot, I only knew. Are all the characters hot? Like, who's after this guy? Is it like I bet there's a werewolf here. I bet a vampire would be too redundant in terms of aesthetic. I bet that there's a werewolf after this, or like a zombie. It's beautiful here. And strange. Is this your home? Words of a true poet, Friday. My two favorite categories, strange and beautiful. This place is much more than a home. It's my cage, my greatest canvas for creativity. Every ugly tree, every piece of me. A marvelous place, except when the rocks grow legs and start running. Including those that people make their homes out of. And now you're a part of this place too. Isn't that wonderful? I'm slowly getting used to the landscape. The fireflies here are actually quite charming. Anything has potential toxic yaoi if you dream hard enough. Is it me, or am I kind of tired of toxic yaoi? Can I have wholesome, nice yaoi, please? But it'd be better without that frog with a human face. The frog notices me too. It lets out a sad croak and then looks at me with an expression of deep existential despair. Do I say some or do I say none? Like, do I just like be chill about it? Like, yeah, the frog has a face on it. That's completely fine. Do I address the human-faced frog in the room? Who is that? That's Lorraine, one of the brave few souls who dared to challenge my authority. My dear friend who once walked the path of adventure. However, he didn't possibly foresee him being turned into a frog on a whim. He even tried to wield a sword with his tiny froggy legs, fought to the end. A true warrior. Now, however, his foes are mosquitoes and bigger frogs. Tell me, dear, does he bother you? His little existential froggy crisis? I mean, is it ruining the ambiance? He looks at me with an interested expression. I want him to watch? That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. What exactly did Lorraine do? Yes, please disintegrate him. Can you remove him gently? He suffered enough. I don't mind Lorraine. Or, no, I want him to watch. That's crazy. Why would you say that? If I could get nasty with Darren right now, that's a possibility. What happens next? No, I want him to watch. Fuck it. Fuck it, Weeball. Fuck it. Watch life pass him by. See us enjoy a dinner of more than just mosquitoes and swamp water. My dear, you are a treasure trove of delightfully dark little surprises. Yo, this is SFW, right? Yeah, this is SFW. I'm just saying that. This is SFW. I'm just saying that. I don't think this would be a category on Twitch if it wasn't SFW. I'm just being weird for the sake of being weird. Fuck, I accidentally clicked on that. My bad. Anyways. So, dinner. Oh, I'm sure you must be starving. Traveling between realities must be exhausting. This looks strange, but it smells delicious. Meat with honey? And next to the meat, a purple soup. Probably made from a less fortunate cashier. Whether the food is poisoned or not, if I refuse, His Highness might turn me into a frog too. So I pick up the fork from the table. I sit in the toilet. And this is the most delicious thing I've ever tasted? It's 100 times better than these cheap instant noodles I usually buy at the supermarkets. Even the fact that I'm currently in some other universe surprisingly doesn't seem to harm my appetite. Ah, it seems that you enjoy our cuisine. Oh, my chefs have always managed to cook well on those occasions when I noticed it. I assure you, you won't regret this dinner. At least, not for the first half hour after the meal. I like the third option. Why are you doing this? What happens next? Darren, what are we? What are we, Darren? Answer the question. You keep running away. I have. Why don't we go further? What are we, Darren? I saw this scene before. What should I say? For me, I'm saying 1 or 3. Those are my two options here. I do be wanting that clown boy. I do be wanting that clown boy though. I'm thinking real hard. I'll ask, I want to know. Why are you doing all this? The dinner and the teleports, all that. Why? What a delightfully pointless question. Even by my standards. I do it because I can. I do it because the alternative is crushing, gray, predictable boredom. Boredom. I brought you here, Friday, because for the first time in a very, very long time, you are not boring. Because you fear me much less than my subjects do. And you can thank you for the follow. I have no idea how to pronounce that name. You're gonna have to tell me in the chat. But thank you for the follow, person who just followed. Because you fear me much less than my subjects do. So he's like a bored grandpa. I don't think he's a grandpa, but whatever. And you can hold a meaningful, albeit questionable, conversation. Hi, I'm Orphic. That is not how you pronounce that name. Hey, I don't want to disrespect you and all that, but I see HXL and I do not see that as Orphic, bro. But I will mentally align those two things in my head that when I see that string of characters, I will call you Hellovians. Oh. That kind of helps. Was Hellovians taken? That's why you put the X? You know you could just put like an underscore, right? But I'm not judging. I'm not judging. Friday Pilot was available on every single website ever. I was lucky. It just looks cool. Fair. I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you. Believe me, when your interlocutor's mind is as sturdy as what paper, all the joy of the conversation quickly evaporates. Did he say that he has to wait another century when he was talking to us in the store? No. So he is old. He is old. Flushed emoji. Hi, say. Do you like the clown boy? Or the clown man? Or the clown grandpa? Yes. I mean, do you? Age guys, is the Yellow King problematic age gap? Hi, am I the asshole for me M18, my partner M256? Knowledge age gap and knowledge gap and problematic knowledge gap. Me when I'm being shown all the secrets of the universe, and my one partner who has a bachelor's degree. Isn't that like the wifey's video? Searching for a world that doesn't exist. Third Lord Avery problematic knowledge gap. Anyways. Do I entertain? Will this piss him off, or like, do I stay silent here? I can just go back. Oh, he likes that. That's exactly what I mean, my dear. What an amazingly insightful observation. You are a thorn in my sinful side. However, it's only a punishment for the most audacious ones. A ruler, both god and monster. But no one ever wants to see the other side. And that's truly a pity. What if it's as good as the first side, or conversely, terrifying? Oh, it would be so exciting to find out. I poke at the food with my fork and watch the peculiar scenery from the corner of my eye. A silence hangs between us that might even be called cozy, were I under heavy narcotics, which honestly you probably are, but we're not gonna get into that conversation. What's your favorite animal, or don't ask silly questions, return to eating? Fuck it, bro. Like, silly questions is like his entire thing. You're telling me you're gonna look at this man and you don't think he's silly as shit? Also, by the way, I forgot to do this, but Larks isn't here to put the Discord link pinned, so I will be doing that. Blah 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 blah. Where is it? Discord server. There we go. And then I will pin it because I can do that. What? No, I pinned. No, that's not what the. What? Unpin this message. That's not the message I meant to pin. I meant to pin this message. There we go. Continue. What's your favorite animal? Oh, I'm glad you asked. It's right here on our plate. Just kidding, but I do need some time to think. Hello, Error. Hello, I'll just call you Error. Hello, Error. We are trying to date the clown boy that is currently in front of us right now. We need to face our problems head on. And we need to ask ourselves uncomfortable conversations on whether or not we want to get involved with that. Do you want to get involved with that? I don't think so. Let's see. The riding flea has its own charms, the very disgusting ones. Carnivorous butterflies are beautiful, but they're dumb and noisy. Mods, ban that man! Moderators? We have no mods in the chat right now. Moderators, ban that man. Son, yeah. Carnivorous butterflies are beautiful, but they're dumb and noisy. And as we know, only what's empty inside makes a noise. ears. Oh, what's in my head? It's always ringing. I think it's a dog. It loves its owner with all his heart, whether they're a saint or a serial killer, and doesn't know the difference. It lives in constant, joyful state of blissful ignorance and misplaced enthusiasm. A creature that finds endless joy in the utterly meaningless. It's truly inspiring. Dogs are the jesters of the animal world, and I adore them for it. Especially the small wrinkly ones. And what about you? I like the first one. I think he'd like the first one. Cats. I mean, to them, we're probably the jesters. Oh, indeed. They are the true rulers of this tiny furry gods of apathy and disdain, and we are their obedient, foolish caretakers. But I've been lucky enough to escape their tyranny and instead enjoy my own and feed those around me. I return to my meal, and just as I chew another bite, I hear His Highness's voice. By the way, how does the meat taste? Is the human flesh tender enough? My fork freezes halfway. Oh, this makes or breaks it. This makes or breaks it, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm picking the fourth option. I think I gotta match his freak. Honestly, I think I gotta match his freak. I gotta look at him straight in the eye and say, yeah, I do eat human flesh, you fuck. True, exactly. Cisse agrees with me. Not as tasty as the one I had the day before yesterday. Chew while looking him in the eye. You're the law here. Yeah, bitch. I eat human flesh all the time, actually. Fuck. He was not prepared for that. He was not ready for someone to match his freak in such a way. He walks into the house. And is like, damn, son. You like... Damn, you like this? ... I gotta drink some water. I meet his gaze slowly and with all authority, and place a piece of meat in my mouth, and begin to chew all without breaking eye contact. I can't remember ever seeing someone so shocked in my life. I want that cookie bad, bro. I need that cookie bad, bro. You don't get it. You don't get it. His mad grin vanishes, his eyes widen, and his own fork freezes halfway to his mouth. For one precious, glorious, sweet moment, the Lord of Chaos is completely and utterly baffled. He's so touched, he's so moved. Shocked as he holds human flesh in his fork. Ah, my dear, you are a true treasure. Oh, you didn't just call my bluff. You raised the stakes to the sky. Oh, no, it's certainly not human. It's just venison, as far as I can tell by the taste. Not very intelligent. Dang, day one, and he wants that cookie bad, bro. He needs it. He needs it bad. You don't get it. He wants that cookie, bro. He wants that cookie, bro. You don't get it. It's definitely not Timmy, our carpenter, who unexpectedly disappeared near the large kitchen cauldron, perfectly sized to fit in it, definitely not. I've personally issued several decrees related to cannibalism, perhaps even concerning its prohibition, but that's besides the point. I rarely have visitors. I'd like to tell you about other interesting guests. After all, it's the most fascinating thing I can share with you. For a place where mushrooms grow eyes and other such things, this place can be incredibly dull. Shadows from the clearing thicken and stir. They detach from gnarled trees, rising up from the ground like black ink and spread across the wall. Dancing and intertwining, they prepared to perform at their master's whim. Behold this incredibly crooked castle, my dear. Crooked to the point of absurdity, sadly. In reality, its curves look far more aesthetic, but give the creator some leeway for expressiveness. I want to see the other fine shites in this game. We might not get to that because it's almost 11, but we'll try. Many brave and not so bright souls have tried to conquer this terrifying, dark, and eerie crooked castle. So many that it became even more crooked. You see, the dreadful monster living there never liked being distracted from important duties. Terribly important duties, like having long, deep conversations with its own reflection, or concocting recipes with raisins. So far, the scariest thing on this story is the presence of raisins. Yes! Oh, why you do understand. They really are a horror, aren't they? Tiny, shriveled bits of deception. They pretend to be sweet, but they are just made to ruin. They ruin lovely cookies, ruin family photos. They have no place in civilized society. Oh, how I understand them. The monster was a tyrant, a menace. He sowed chaos and disorder, moving on purpose, mostly on purpose. He had countless opportunities for creativity and wasn't afraid to use them. He made some people believe they were pigeons and others that they were grains. He wouldn't allow his best servants to have windows, fearing that the moon and both suns would get envious and want to take them away. He demanded that they seal the gaps in the doors as well. He locked wizards who came to him for magical gifts in a giant laboratory and promised them power if they invented a kettle that could boil everything except water. This feels like a fucking Bible parable. Who won, the pigeon or the grain? Ah, my lovely liege. If it wasn't a war, but rather a true paranoid masterpiece. AI sounding. Every time I hear the word something but masterpiece, I think it's AI. I feel so sorry for the person who ever wrote this. They probably didn't use AI, but like it feels AI to me now. A ballad of survival. For a glorious week, my ballroom was the stage for a feathered cooing apocalypse. Pigeons flocked into huge proud groups, occupying high places on chandeliers and bookshelves. Grains learned to hide under rugs, pretend to be lifeless, and attack only when the pigeons turned away. There were alliances, betrayal, a seed that fell in love with a pigeon. 1,000 pigeons in grain. 500 pigeons versus 500 grains. Minecraft civilization. Nothing topped that story that year, nor was anything worse. But I digress. But behold, a ray of light in the Dark Kingdom. The first hero, Sir Lorre the Righteous, in all his clanging, self-important glory. He took a knee to rest briefly because the weight of his righteousness was bad for the health of his poor back. Following rumors spread by that same monster, he fought his way through the monster's loyal subjects too. Oh, by the way, where did we even find them? Most of my subjects are too busy contemplating the color of suspenders for the suspenders, or lamenting their fate. I cherish them in their imperfection. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They were probably the most restless of them. Even story needs minions. In any case, our hero descended into the Grotto of Despair, the Grotto of Tentacles. Imagine the most sinister name you can conjure. The Grotto of my parents' disappointment in me. Oh, but if they could see you now, you're at the royal audience. They would be so proud of you. No, actually, they wouldn't be proud if they got to know me better. But in that case, it's good too. You wouldn't be alone under the weight of their disappointment. You'd have me. But let's not get sidetracked. Into the grotto of your parents' disappointment in you, our hero descended to retrieve an artifact capable of defeating the Monster King. The Ring of Incredible Power. A bit shoddily crafted, but I assure you, it looks more aesthetic in real life. However, the brave knight did not know that the incredible power of the ring lay in its 440 pounds weight. That was its only magical property. The only incredible thing about this ring was its incredible stupidity and uselessness. The realization that he had spent weeks of his life on a divinely heavy paperweight, and suddenly crushing thought that he should have become a baker instead of a hero just to get some sleep. Well, it broke his poor noble mind. Not that his mind was ever intended for serious burdens. Yes, to hell with you, knight. A bit of gloating, a touch of delightful deserved cynicism. Ah, splendid. How wonderful that we shared this dish together. So, the knight perished. But then came along Elmer Eagle Eye. They say he earned his nickname by escaping from an enemy fortress. On the third day of his captivity, he noticed that the prison cell was lacking a fourth wall. The archer of legendary skill who tried to kill me with a precise shot. Constantly. During breakfast, while bathing, at balls, during sleep. Even when I was devising a plan to get rid of him. Ah, the audacity. I just hate killing them. Turning them into madmen is much more fun. I bestowed a little curse upon this elf as well. I made it so that every time he drew his bowstring, he'd hear the most annoying melody to his ears. Get in the robot, Elmer. Okay, buddy. Elmer. Elmer was a terrible racist. Elmer was a terrible racist. Oh, God forbid. My unproblematic king. He may be a god of chaos. He may have turned people into frogs, but he's not racist. That is what we that is what we love about Darren. He may kill me at the stake. He may turn my teeth into my eyes and my eyes into my teeth. But he's not racist. He's accepting. He's dark woke. Elmo was a terrible racist. He hated dwarves. So naturally, the melody became the national anthem of the dwarves, played in loop by a bagpipe orchestra. The pure rage it provoked derailed his aim every single time. Eventually, he stormed the castle, dropped his bow, and begged for a job at my court in exchange for changing the song to anything else. He was desperate. I was the villain. Everything aligned incredibly well. Now, he's my royal huntsman. The dwarf march is replaced with a lively elven she-shanty. And let no one dare accuse me of being callous and heartless. Now he has a salary, good food, clothing, entertainment, and a full guarantee of non-dismemberment. You missed the opportunity to change his dwarf national anthem to dwarf serenades. Why did I use that accent? Ah, Friday. Where were you all my life? Horse owns in comparisons to long stalactites. Endless rhyme verses about the shine of a beloved's beard. It's a refined devilish thing. Ah, why didn't I think of it myself? To torment a man, not with the sounds of war and patriotism, but with the clumsily heartfelt caterwauling of a species he despises, turning a love song into an instrument of pure, heart-wrenching agony? Brilliant! Well, I'll steal your idea for the future. And finally, the witch. In a classic gigantic tack he had, under which you could easily fit another witch. She tried a different approach. Seduction. She attempted to charm me, to gain my trust and become my spouse. A fatal miscalculation. She didn't consider the fact that I never trusted big hats or people, especially when both come hand by hand, and those who wear suspenders and a belt at the same time. A person who doesn't even trust their own pants to carry themselves certainly doesn't even trust my highness. Then again, I don't trust myself either, especially the left side of my brain, especially on Thursdays. But back to hats. Hats don't evoke any... fuck it, I hate hats too. You are my kindred spirit. Those hats are so pretentious, so self-assured. They block the view, they get stuck in doorways, and always hint that the wearer is compensating for something. Usually the lack of magical talent, or a pitiful personality, and that's on a good day. You, my dear Friday, have impeccable taste in headwear and consequently in everything else. It's a scientifically proven fact. Meanwhile, the witch was quite avert in her murderous intentions, jingling with all her concealed weapons. Why does a witch need so many hidden blades? She must have been very bad at witchery. In any case, she now resides in my dungeon. And you see, I haven't decided what to do with her yet. Her fate is in a blank slate. A story yet to be written. And so, I offer you the pen. I simply adore random choices. Give me yours, Friday. What punishment best befits her? What? Does he really want me to decide what to do with a real person? Can I even save her? Does it matter what I choose? Everything here follows his whims anyway. But as long as I play the circus monkey, I have a chance to get out of here alive. Maybe I should just entertain him. Damn, what should I do? Turn her into a hat, a small one. The one who lived by a big The one who lived by a big hat shall become a small hat. Oh, the irony is so absurd, it's beautiful. So be it. Let her be a small cap of eternal regret. She tried to get into my head. Oh, now she can barely cover it. A brilliant sentence. Something is missing from this tale. You never told me about the monster itself. Who cares about these monsters anyway? I'll insist. I do. If the monsters are the muck, then I am the pink, you see? How eloquent. All right, I must admit, this will be my first performance like this. Darren sounds a bit bewildered, it seems. Allow me to just toss up my mind and see how it lands. You see, the monster was originally much more modest and less majestic, but we all have to start somewhere, right? Then my head suddenly became a bit crowded. First whispers, then arguments, then full-fledged discussions that had to be participated in and involved inanimate objects. Guests in ajar doors, closets, even in cookie jars. Every container a potential foe. I was surrounded by containers. To be fair, sometimes they told funny stories. But why was I afflicted with this curse? Pondering it drives me mad. Even more so. It seems the question is meant for me. Does your family have anything in common with the Habsburgs? My noble soul. That's so mundane. But that's exactly what happened. You guessed it. It's all about rotten blood. Too pure, I beg your pardon. My great-grandfather issued a decree forbidding death from old age, and a distant aunt believed in a colony of sentient mold was living in the walls, claiming her inheritance. But I always thought that I would be spared this fate. I had to be temporarily isolated to avoid embarrassing guests at royal balls, with the young prince pointing at noble lords and saying, "Ha ha, the gnomes finally got from out under my bed." What a misfortune for the entire family, especially those in line for the throne before me. My death would have solved many problems for my family, and indeed many problems with my own too. I made a decision. We made it, to be precise. There was already a whole council of us by then. However, Chaos had other plans. A god, a goddess, a cosmic clerical error. I don't know. Something ancient and terribly bored found itself a new source of entertainment. It offered me a throne, my own corner of reality to rule, where the fragments of my mind would become the laws of the land. No more restrictions or pants for my subjects, if I wished. My subjects at first, they disagreed, but then they came to terms. Or the minds changed to fit the new realities. And here I am. A dramatic silence ensues. Perhaps I'm the first to hear this story in centuries of his existence. I have to choose my next words carefully. Will you give me a tip? Darren laughs. Of course. And I wouldn't even be someone's in-house. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm Q loading. Which one makes him like me more? You know what? Fuck it. I sympathize with you, man. That sucks. I'm glad that the God of Chaos decided to throw you a solid. I really do. So I'm gonna sympathize with you. Okay, I guess nothing matters here. You know what? Fuck it. Will you give me a tip? I don't think he laughs normally. Oh, of course. And it wouldn't even be someone's innards. It will be lots of crisp paper dollars. Ah, how I love the sound of things crunching. But again, no innards. The shadows finally dissolve into nothingness. I just turned a living being into a hat, or rather be the catalyst for it. I wonder what kind of nightmares are warranted in such a case. I'm afraid royal duties await me. Our time is up. I shall send you back Friday. I rise from the chair. I squeeze my eyes shut. The light is blinding, even with my eyes closed. So unusual after all this darkness. The jar is full of money. It was all worth it.
Greetings, organism. How is your work progressing? I see the first transaction was successful. Acceptable. This still doesn't save you from the threat of cleaning sanitary facilities, but it's a wonderful starting point for your entire tiny life.
The very first client sent me to another dimension and nearly turned me into a cash register.
Interdimensional travel is an unconventional interaction with a client. But if it positively affects the profit per minute ratio, then it is within acceptable limits. Especially if the client paid for attempted transmutation or its consequences, then there's nothing to worry about. I urge you to relax your muscles, organism. Continue working. I am experiencing a positive emotional reaction. I am proud of you, and I will be even prouder if you can acquire even more currency. Your tactic of a jesting, carefree organism is clearly paying off.
Goodbye, Mr. Manager. Your tentacles shine particularly beautifully at this time of day.
Your comment regarding the shine of my appendages is not an organism. The secret is a meticulous regime of polishing them with void bib slime. Goodbye.
And he's gone. He slaps across the floor to his office. As soon as Bob's rhythmic wet slaps fade away, a deep silence descends on the station. One moment I'm in a surreal forest dining on purple goo with a mad god. Next moment, I'm being praised by a multi-eyed tentacled monster. Maybe these are just my deathbed hallucinations. I'm going insane. Some parts of me enjoy these mad adventures, or God give me back my bills, my noodles, and my arguments with strangers on the internet. Do I miss arguing with peoples on Twitter? That must be a really bad situation for you to miss Twitter arguments. That must be a really bad situation. I am an adrenaline junkie. Disgusting. I have to deal with that too. In the midst of my contemplation, a terrifying sound emanates from my boss's office.
Unfair bills, unacceptably large numbers.
Of course. I love arguing on Twitter. Why do you like that? You must be the true monster. If you like arguing on Twitter, you must be the true monster. Of course. What else could upset him so much if not that? Steps. Another visitor. This one decided to come in through the door for a change. He seems unwell. I hope he doesn't knock over the shelves of shampoo with jojoba oil and delicate lilies on his way. Hello, Duke Nukem. Hello? How are you? I like the other guy. I'm gonna be real, I like Darren more. He's not just unwell, he looks like hell. Like, literally. Like, all of the left side of his face is torn off from jaw to temple. I swallow nervously. What kind of meat grinder has this guy been through? He looks like someone who could rip me apart if he doesn't like what he hears. I need to be careful if I don't want to become God damn it. If I don't want to become the next victim. When will the Lord take my sinful soul? Break down in tears, you don't want to work with me anymore. It's hard to imagine how the other fighter looks. He lets out a gurgling, raspy laugh. You don't? Want to know what the other fighter looks like? Honestly, I really don't want to know. My inner archive labeled, I don't want to know this, is at risk of bursting from overflow tonight. Words clearly come to him with great difficulty. For a second, you sounded like Ashwag. I sound like everyone. Bro, when we were watching Princess Mononoke on stream, people said I sounded like Ashitaka. People said I sounded like Hal. Now I sound like Ashwag. Why? I don't sound like everyone, bro. Words clearly come to him with great difficulty, which is probably not surprising for a man without half a face. He clears his throat, but that doesn't seem to help that much. I need blood. Are you supposed to wink? He tried to smile. It would be charming if he still had all the necessary muscles for that. Now it will haunt me in my nightmares, among other things. The client pauses again briefly to clear his throat. We don't do transfusions. You sound like Beyonce. No, I don't fucking sound like Beyonce. No, I don't. We don't do transfusions here. No IV drips, just discount rot. I am so sorry, sir. I am so sorry. I am safe scumming this. How about tomato juice, strong vintage? I'm so sorry, sir. Ah! Well, hello, say you can't. We just got done with Darren. We just got done with Darren, bro. We can't be doing this again. How are you already? I don't know. I don't even know what this guy's name is. I like Darren, man. I want Darren back. I don't like this guy. Poly ending real, hopefully. Fine, let me see what we have. Yeah, good choice, Sunshine. Step to the storage. Just in case. He suddenly leans forward, boring into me with his remaining eye. Go and find me some goddamn blood. Yeah, I'll find the goddamn blood, man. A strange pressure builds in my head, and the edges of my vision blur. An unyielding command blossoms in the center of my mind. I don't know why, but I feel an incredibly strong... Oh, he's a vampire. Oh, that makes so much more sense now. My client is covered in blood, but still hungry. Maybe he fought with something inedible, or it's his own. I found myself in the storeroom, a tangled labyrinth of shelves reaching up to the ceiling, stuffed with boxes, crates, and mysterious cans. In the corner, something rustled and snorted suspiciously. So, where could the blood be? I need to think fast. He's not gonna wait forever. Right now, I'm at the beginning of this crazy place. Bob, where's the blood?
In your blood vessels, organism. But if you mean blood for sale, then check the mouth food section. Don't disturb me, I'm doing business.
Right, now I'm at the very beginning of this crazy place. Go to the food for mouth section. These signs are driving me insane. I really hope my manager will eventually learn English properly. I'm surrounded by pure madness of anxious packaging, and even in front of the department entrances, there's some baby food for cyborgs piled up, and I'm frantically trying to decipher the crooked inscriptions. In front of me are sections with food for mouth. Infused nutritional flows. Here are the endless shelves of drinks. Next to Coca-Cola are bottles labeled Liquid Regret and Primordial Broth, now with nucleotides. Cans labeled Brapsy, Vodka Solnechko. I'd love to see the person who came up with these names. I check each shelf, pulling aside cans of essence of shits and giggles, but find nothing resembling blood. The closest thing is a liquid hematogen in a giant wooden container, and it smells worse than it looks. I go back. I hear knocking. It's the dry, rhythmic tapping of the laminated countertop. It's not loud, but persistent and full of irritation. In front of me are sections with food for mouth. I can save scum. This aisle crammed with chips. Can we offer ourselves? I hope not. This aisle is crammed with chips, pasta, crackers, jerky, and chocolate bars. All the usual stuff if you don't look too closely. Next to Doritos is crystallized whales. Okay, there's nothing here. Food afraid of heat. The coldest corner of the store. Large freezer chests and refrigerators with glass doors are covered in frost. Next to the frozen pizza are Gremlin cryo capsules. Among the buckets of ice cream, you can find flavors like minty tritium and liquid family. Oh my god. A huge freezer chamber. God damn it. Spare parts of human organisms. This section reeks of formaldehyde and horror. Glass jars filled with murky liquids sit on shelves where the exhibit floats. I try not to think about one of the containers holding a tag that reads Kevin. God damn it. Take blood of human organism, Kevin. Taste of unfulfilled dreams and unwarranted expectations. Take blood of human organism, homeless. High content of cheap alcohol and tuberculosis. Take blood of human organism, Michael. Taste of efficient resource and artifact accumulation. Well, I have no idea what's going on here. I am gonna go and pee. Well, you guys are gonna make the decision for me because I can't make decisions for myself. Also, I want you guys to argue now, Darren versus Vampire Boy. I'm back. A secret third, uwu. Why not both? I should draw these two together. I think we should take the blood of the whole. No, I think I'll take the Michael, low-key. I low-key might take the Michael. I should draw these two together. Hey, what if you draw me with Darren? I want that. I want to see what Darren's haircut is like. Not gonna lie. I hope bald. Dude, if he's bald, I'd kill myself. If my glorious Jester King is bald, it would be so bad. He's blonde, no. I think that's a wonderful idea for me to kill you want me to kill myself. Moderators? No, I'm kidding. Anyways. I'll take Michael. I'll quick save and I'll take Michael. In this blood, the blood in this jar has a rich, almost glowing ruby hue. It looks healthy and full of energy. Michael, whoever you were on top. Champion's blood flowed through you. You were probably something like an energy drink for the undead. And yet, here you are in a jar. There is something to ponder. He abruptly lifts his head as I approach. You, already? His voice carries a genuine surprise and clear relief. Well, good thing you weren't wandering for around half an hour. Bring it here. My client finishes the jar and grimaces. For crying out loud. What the hell is this crap? He reads the note on the jar. Michael. Well, you're lucky. Guy Michael. Too bad I can't kill him a second time. Tastes like happy family, successful career, retirement account, and this chick probably never even had cockroaches. Well, at least he's now Liquid Michael in a jar. Yeah, there's something to that. Cool. You found human blood. Good job. You're sharp. Glad to please you, sir. And I'm glad you no longer want to eat me. Aha. You know, with that approach to business, you'll go far, Sunshine. I'm gonna wash my dirty face. Don't get bored. Why does he call me Sunshine? If you're a vampire, wouldn't Sunshine be, like, famously bad for you? Wouldn't that be the case? Say, wouldn't calling someone Sunshine as like a term of endearment for he called you a bitch? Damn! I kinda like that. Shut up? What do you mean shut up? Shut up what? While he's not here, I have the perfect opportunity to wipe away the bloodstains. I'm just scrubbing a pool of blood on my first day of work. An interesting story for Reddit. A wonderful tale. I'm doing just fine. No one has eaten me yet. He called you a bitch, holy moly. Oh. Welcome back. He's looking so much fresher with the second half of his face, although his expression still resembles that of a constipated owl. I'll just stand here for a while, take a little break. Besides, there's nobody here with you right now. Just so you know, if you tried to contact the werewolves, I'll take your head and crush it like a walnut. I'm David, by the way. A vampire, as you may have already guessed. I liked his previous one, not gonna lie. Thank you, Michael, for your worthy sacrifice. Mom, I want this one, please. Guys, we just met Darren. Your loyalties cannot be like this already. I'm Crystal, like no. Nice to meet you. Friday. Okay, Friday. I knew a Friday. No, you fucking did not. You did not know a Friday. Shut up. I knew a Friday once. They used to trade kidneys in Venice Beach. They were a good one until they got him. You know, I liked him too, but they got him. They got him? Yeah, it was nice. What do you mean they got him? What do you mean they got Friday from Venice Beach? He's trying to provoke me, deliberately sharing dirty little details of his life to see how uncomfortable I can get. I suppose I'm also selling some kidneys now. Yeah, exactly 10 categories. A catalog? Do you seriously have a catalog? He leans forward, genuinely intrigued, peering into the catalog. Gremlin kidneys? Is that a delicacy? Why does it say both delicacy and fuel and animal venom? I don't know, it's a universal product. Want some? I do. Looks like I found my best customer for today. Now I have a vampire here, and he's regenerating. Wonderful. The main thing to do is not to accidentally blurt out something wrong. I need to be friendly. Thanks for not eating me, David. David lets out a quiet chuckle. The guy clearly expects people to be afraid of him. He might have looked lost when he first arrived here, but now, seeing my fear, he obviously feels right at home. It's not over yet. Although, you're too bony. Alright, bro. Alright, bro, you wanna go? Yes, I am bony. What's your problem with it? You've had chicken wings before. Probably same shit. Alright? I am like 500 calories, bro. Don't fucking disrespect me. Don't you fucking disrespect me. And I'm sure you love to all eat that cheap crap, like instant noodles. People like that, their blood's just not tasty. Ah, if only there's something more interesting in that blood. So, does alcohol affect vampires too? And other things? What? Got any suggestions? After work? David lets out a quiet chuckle. And how often do you flirt with people covered in blood? Maybe even after work. I wouldn't mind walking you home, especially if no one's looking for you. Yes, to answer your question, alcohol affects us. But you need a middleman. You find some junkier alcoholic and pump them up. Then you get plastered and turned into the happiest vampire in the world. David slightly grimaces as he moves his hand. Damn mutts. Probably not all the wounds have healed completely, and does being a vampire doctor fall under my duties? I think Bob said it was mandatory. Let me help. He looks at me skeptically. The offer to help is probably so foreign and unexpected to him that it leaves him momentarily dumbfounded. You... what? You want to play nurse? Flushed emoji? Fuck you mean flushed emoji? He hasn't done anything yet. A flicker of confusion is replaced by something more intense. It's just a couple of scratches and a little piece of ass that will grow back on its own. I'm fine. If you don't let yourself be treated, my boss will both lock us up in a dimension of horror, and we will be cleaning toilets with a fork for 2,000 years. I see. You're afraid of doctors. Oh, such a tough guy. It's scared of getting treated. Afraid? No, I'm not scared of anything in this life. I am the most fearless bloodsucker in the world. I'm not afraid of some nurse with crooked hands. I've dealt with such crap that you... Wait a second. Are you trying to challenge me? I shake my head with the most sincere look of innocence on my face. Fine. Damn it. Hand over your first aid kit. If another werewolf isn't hiding in there, then I have no reason to worry. What is this Twilight bullshit, bro? I decide to keep quiet about the very real possibility that there might actually be a werewolf hiding in there. I'm not sure of anything at this cursed gas station. Damn you. Go ahead. Get out your band-aids with Dr. Chocula or whatever you're selling. Whoa, 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 hey, whoa, sir. Whoa, sir. Sir, let's calm down here. We do not need to be doing this, bruh. We do not need to be doing this, bruh. We're in the middle of the fucking gas station. Don't ever buy no weed from the fucking gas station. My viewers just went up to 9, by the way. Sir. Sir. Let's calm down. Let's calm the fuck down. No, say no. No. David sheds his jacket and shirt and t-shirt, then settles onto a squeaky stool next to the counter. He's about to face a serious trial. Sheds? Fuck you mean sheds? Oh, I guess so. Staying in a vulnerable position for a few minutes. For some reason, cruel fate hasn't made him claw-proof. Can he shed more guys? Guys, let's calm down. Guys, let's calm down here. He certainly looks like he was thrown into a blender. Judging by those bullet scars, he has quite an interesting past. Or maybe he was attacked by werewolf cowboys with guns. Most likely the former. I think we need to forget about the other guy. I like the other guy. I like the other guy more than this guy. I don't like this guy. You guys might like this guy. I don't like this guy. Oh, by the way, I didn't know that corpses of doctors too. I thought the only doctor available to me now is the coroner. I'm rummaging through the necromancy kit that was sitting under the counter. It's a heavy military-style metal box with a faded label reading, Kit for Alternatively Living Organisms. Inside, besides standard bandages, there's some strange items. Silver tweezers, vials of thick glowing liquid, additional fingers, and of course an instruction manual. A cheap laminated brochure stained with something that looks like coffee. I want this guy. Why this guy specifically? I like Darren. I miss Darren. In the instructions, the first point states, determine whether you are dealing with a zombie. I'm not dealing with a zombie. David is clearly not a zombie. He glances skeptically at the pictures flashing in the instructions as they flip it over. Zombies, necromancers, abominations made of bones, flesh, and cabbage swirl in front of his face like a mesmerizing kaleidoscope. Don't worry, Friday, I also miss Darren. See? Someone here also misses Darren. I am not alone. And all of this lives in the city sewers? I don't know how you're gonna use the bathrooms now. It would be great if he didn't notice. Why do I have to deal with all this? I glanced at my visitor, wondering if werewolves just clawed him up or if he managed to kill someone too. Uh-huh. Established nature of injuries. Lacerations. Uh-huh. Something like that. As if he said if he didn't care, but I know better. Stroke his ego. Wounds from a real rabid beast, buddy. I'm dying of laughter. He chuckles happily, trying to hide a glimmer of pride behind humor, but I won't be fooled. David is no longer just a wounded sucker. He is a true gladiator, having survived a battle with rabid beasts. Absolutely epic. Uh-huh. Well, hey, all I need is apply stuff. Okay, sure. Suddenly, he grabs my hand. Do something wrong, I'll rip your tonsils out through your fucking ass. Allow me to do my job, sir. I will be extremely careful. Anyways, I'm gonna eat dinner now. Have fun, gang. Bye. Oh, wow, that's not romantic. Anyways, bye, gang. Alright. No way, I'm a pathetic, miserable, harmless cashier. This isn't just a response, it's a philosophical stance. Concentrated, all-consuming self-pity, existence capitulation. Which one can make him want to like me more? Up that one. You know, you have this fantastic talent for coming up with threats. You should write scripts for action movies. Well, I suppose it's just a matter of experience. Probably. And you, well, watch what you're doing, or there will be consequences. It seems he had just heard the best compliment of his life. I apply this black goo to the wound. Uh-huh. I hope it's not from your squid manager. Well, we all hope for that, buddy. Be more careful. Or more goo. My hand jerks accidentally. Oh, nice. Okay. I finish up. The wounds are really healing. The scars won't beautify this man. Why are you doing all of this? What are we? What happens next? I have a guy with a nasty six pack in front of my screen right now. Imagine you go to the Filipino tab on the Twitch, homepage, and you see, and the thumbnail is just this guy's fucking abs. Would you click yes to affirm? Anyways, why are you doing all this? The question is asked in a astonishingly serious tone. Oh, he's driving me crazy. Even more than that clown from earlier, it seems. I just want to help. Why? David is confused. His system of belief, action always equals benefit. I'm throwing a wrench into this flawless, long-running mechanism. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, what's that second option? Whoa, I thought this was fucking SFW. You lying bastard. You lied to me. Why are you being freaky right now? Oh wait, honestly, I'm gonna quick save and I'm just gonna see. Well, let's just say I can't read this seriously. Let's just say I have certain fetishes. Wait, he like that? Wait, we don't kink shame. We don't kink shame in this household. We don't. I knew it from the very beginning, sugar. You clearly have a few screws loose in your head. If you're getting pleasure from this, I won't even bother asking what those fetishes are. I just want to sleep in my coffin without any nightmares. Alright, moving on. Screw this. I honestly don't care what's going on in your head. This is the most unconvincing lie I have ever heard in my life. He clears his throat. Thank you. What? Am I hearing things? He said thank you? Alright. Just a couple more seconds and he's back in front of the counter. So the client is fed, cleaned, and healed, and yet he's still here and no tip. I look at him. He's supposed to be full of energy, but instead, he looks lost. David is deep in thought, in that dark, gloomy little place that occupies his mind. Can I do anything else for you, sir? This isn't the best place to crash, buddy. There's a vampire hotel 2 blocks down. Vampire hotel? David pauses for a couple of seconds, thinking if the vampire hotel actually exists. I pause too. I am no longer sure if the vampire is just a figment of my twisted imagination and there's a monster gas station. I am not sure what kind of world I live in anymore. Get lost with your Hotel Transylvania, that's not the point. I am curious about one thing. I haven't talked to a regular human being in a long time. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Does your face always look that funny when you're thinking about something? I don't even get a chance to respond before he follows it up with, let's conduct an experiment. Suppose you're now a free vampire, able to go wherever you want, do whatever you want. Where would you go? David looks at me expectantly. Shit, I'll just tell you. Excellent. He leans a little closer, when suddenly, we hear a wolf howling. Shit, what? Did that mean anything, by the way? Nah, it's fine. The wolf will howl. I don't even have to blink before David vanishes. Now he's a little bat behind. He's the bat. Wait, no, you guys can't see him. Wait, oh shit. Look. There's David. Look at him. He's right here. Derpy David? Yeah. Listen up. Don't say anything about me. Sit tight, behave, or you'll feel incredibly shitty. Trust me, if you rat me out to that mud, I will find a way to get out and twist your head off. The threat in his voice is completely lacking, mostly because his voice comes from the very small, though angry, bat. A werewolf. A werewolf is about to come here now. Hey, hi. Good evening, Chief. A low rumbling bass, surprisingly calm and friendly. Can I pet you? Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm listening. Oh, apologies for the sudden intrusion. Edward. You can just call me Eddie. We're chasing down a certain pest. You haven't seen a vampire around here by any chance, have you? You know, young, bit scruffy, wearing a leather jacket, you know? You see, here's the story. One of our packs nearly took out a vampire. Siren, you know, his offspring a few hours ago. Tough battle, suffered losses. We tried to track him, found one of them, well, more like a pile of ashes where he once lay. It seems like the bloodsucker offered another one offered the other when he was weakened. Their family values are quite lacking. It seems patricide had occurred. You see, Chief, vampires, parasites of the body of our society. They drink blood like mosquitoes, but unlike mosquitoes, they kill their victims by draining them dry. They languish in boredom with their immortality, blah 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 blah. They are devoid of true feelings. I look at David, devoid of any feelings, shaking all over. Guys, look at this fucking idiot. Look at this fucking idiot, bro. So I would be extremely grateful for any help. Blackmail David, slowly glancing at the tip jar. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. That bastard threatened me 5 minutes ago, but now he's small, trembling, and helpless. He's my bastard. I force a smile and say I haven't seen anything. A quiet, peaceful night. Eddie examines me closely. Strange. Well, okay. If he shows up, just give a whistle. We won't far away from here. Good night, Chief. The werewolf goes to do important wolf business. David crawls out of his hiding spot. He could have turned me in. Yup. And that would have been a sensible decision. But I'm glad you're not one of those sensible ones. Yup. He clears his throat awkwardly. So, to answer my question, what would you do if you were a vampire? His gaze reminds me of a lost fighting dog. Without his master, he's restless and he can't find his place. Bro, he's so #need that. Say, come on. Say, in Twitch chat right now. Alright guys, now that we know a little bit more about David. Darren or David? Both of their names start with a D. Darren or David? We need to decide today. I take everything life has. No, both, all of them. Okay, greedy fucks. I like this top option. I take everything life has to offer. When you're immortal, all doors are open. He chuckles. Still waters run deep and all that. Pity the road of adventure led you to a stinky gas station. Now I'll take the top one. Yep. Still waters run deep and all that. pity the road of adventure led you to a stinky gas station. Maybe you're right. The world isn't limited to this lousy town. He says this quietly, almost to himself, looking out the window at the dark, empty highway. As if he's just remembered there's something beyond this cage of alleyways and gangland showdowns. Mostly likely the reason why I like David because I was Team Edward as a kid. You fucked with Twilight back then? That's crazy. Here, for future adventures. Aw, he's gone. Alright, next man. I survived another visitor? Hell yeah. The next man. We are waiting for the next man. Wiping off the sticky residue. Yerp. Hooves. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing with all that? Close your shirt up, buddy. What, Dad? Don't you say fucking daddy. We don't even know the guy name yet. Calm the fuck down. Daddy frame one of seeing him is crazy. The stranger leans against the counter, trying to look casual, but the way his tail twitches betray his nervous tension. Hi. He clears his throat. Hello, sunshine. My name is Victor. Aren't your parents pirates by any chance? Okay. What is that question, buddy? You mean, are they rich pirates who could ransom me if you kidnapped me? Sir, please don't. Oh, God, no. No! His voice cracks, jumping up an octave. No, not at all. I was trying to flirt. Fine. Let's entertain him. Shall we? Aren't your parents farmers by any chance? I took his awkward attempt at flirting and made it my own. Now I'm the captain of this ship, since I am the true descendant of pirates. Victor nervously taps his hoof on the floor. No? Woo-hoo-hoo! Then where did they get such a sweet peach? His face instantly lights up, so much so that even his ears are smoking, it seems. Oh, I'm good at this. Thank you. He shuffles his foot. Actually, I wanted to give you a compliment. I mean, to flirt. Victor makes a vague gestures with his hands, as if trying to describe a complex mechanism that just exploded. It was all supposed to go completely differently. You were supposed to blush and giggle, and you kind of broke it all. So, he believes that this was really supposed to work on real people. His face is burning. Victor takes another deep, frantic breath. His stomach is growing horribly. Man, I hope the guy's okay. Is it really that bad? I mean, is my flirting technique really that terrible? Dibs? Guys, we can't keep doing this. We can't keep doing this with every single guy we meet, bro. Well, awkwardness is a great style. I liked it. This might be the best compliment he's ever heard of in his life. Probably the only one. Fuck, he's a succubus, but he sucks at his job. All the other succubi make fun of him. He's like, "Law, look at Victor. He can't get shit." You liked it? His voice mixes surprise, disbelief, and a shy glimmer of joy. I'm glad you like awkwardness because I have plenty of it. You probably noticed. Right off the bat, is it really written on my face? Actually, Incubus, the point stands, okay? The point stands. Right off the bat, is it really written on my face? Actually, I initially chose this tactic to charm you. Of course, everything went according to plan. He coughs shyly and mumbles something to himself. Then he shifts his gaze back to me. Actually, I'm here to acquire. He doesn't even get to finish. We have another visitor. She stands next to the counter, clicking her mandibles impatiently. 2 packs of Brapsy, and a pack of Screamin' Cheese, and a bag of Fairy Fingers, darling. By the way, your gas attendant is a real sweetheart. It's frightening to imagine what my invisible colleague looks like. He hasn't even bothered to say hello. Oh, and hurry up. I need to rush. I have a lot of work waiting for me today. I'm starting to pack the order. At the same time, this incubus awkwardly tries to hit on the lady, and I thought we had something special. Apparently, the failed Casanova decided to try his luck on a new victim. Oh, wow, you seem, so busy and cool, man. You must have a very wonderful job? Wonderful? Oh, yeah, wonderful. Yeah, wonderful. Wonderful for those who don't like to eat, sleep, or, see their children grow. Really, best job in all 9 worlds. Speaking of children. Victor barely recovers from her sarcasm when the lady immediately pulls a wallet out of her bag and unfolds it. Over and over again. It seemed endless. Oh, this is Gugu. He has his father's mandibles. Victor gazes into the abyss, and the abyss gazes back, revealing baby pictures. The seduction attempt has failed again. Uh-huh. Oh, this is Gugu. Oh, fuck. He's in his rebel phase right now. He pierced his mandibles. Can you imagine? He makes such a racket when he eats. Mm-hmm. The image of a larva in a biker jacket makes me snort. Reminds me of David. This is Kiki. This is Gaga. They're still larvae, but are they so talented? What talents can larvae have? You have beautiful children, ma'am. All 20 of them. Incredibly cute. That's just the first wallet. Help him hand the lady her offer. I love we're just standing here around and not getting her order. Don't worry, we're gonna be doing that. I got a bit carried away. I really am in a hurry. Here your money, darling. Victor watches her disappear into the night, then turns to me with a grateful look. Thank you. I could not handle 20 more kids. To be honest, I already broke down with the 8th. And the thought looking after a cat was that hard. The lady left very little in tips. Probably all her money went to her children. Victor suddenly remembers he came here to buy something. However, my visitors rarely recall that. I need a book. Victor scans my stinking supernatural realm of discount rotten chocolate bars. It's a guide for, succubi and incubi. I can't remember what it's called, but I definitely heard something about it. Could you take a look? Oh, no, it's definitely not for me. It's for my less experienced friend. because I'm, employee of the month in my lair. Oh, he needs a guide, bro. He sucks at his job. He's pathetic. Sure. He's pathetic. Anyone in chat, are you into that? Do you get involved with that? Do you get involved with pathetic? He didn't specify whether he was the worst or the best employee of the month. Well, life force harvesting for dummies or something like that. I hear him mumbling quietly to himself. Such a shame. I should have stayed here and rewatched Evangelion. Okay. I head to the storage room. I should start looking for this thing. Oh! No, not there. Oh, it's right here. Nice. Oh. Wow, this is definitely better than those PDF guides from various sites for... never mind who. Clearly not for the whole family. Let's study it? Thank you for the follow, person. Hold on. Let me move my chat. Thank you for the follow, Lana Wu 10. I am playing a visual novel where multiple evil demons want to get in bed with me. Yes, it would be very unusual if you just paid me, tipped me, and move along. I expect too much for this life. This guy looks like those pictures are enough to make him faint. The sooner this is over, the sooner... We find a cozy spot next to the counter. I pull the grimoire closer. I open the book, and the pages, yellowed and brittle with age, release a cloud of dust and indecent, horrifying desires. Incubi, the nature of the tempting rogue, hooves of desire. Tempting rogues. Oh, that's me! Yeah, that's definitely me. Hooves just like mine! You have no idea how awful they clop, especially on tiles. When you sneak to the fridge at night, the whole house just wakes up with you. Everyone thinks there's a big clumsy cow living in your apartment. This is like storytelling to a child. What if he was just born, bro? What if he was just born? That would be so sad. Anyways, I might have to end it here. It is almost 11. And so I might have to be cut off in 10 minutes. But I have a magic little power known as a VPN. We will lose connection for a little bit, but I will be back. Reconnection successful. There we go. Works every single time without fail. Alrighty. Am I back? Welcome back. Alright, nice. Yeah, I think you really are an incubus. This guy's like the most normal. Is it crazy that the incubus is the most normal out of the three? It's this incubus. It's him, David, and Darren. Victor, David, and Darren. Yeah, I think you really are an incubus. They're all purple. Oh, yeah, you're right. All incubi really are purple. Oh, I thought my skin color was just some sort of coincidence. Like when you create a character in a video game and you spin the color wheel until you stumble upon something weird. He gave me a cautious look, as if not entirely sure about the coolness of his purple hue. I love the color purple. Too bad I'm not purple. Aww. Well, yeah, I think it's pretty cool too. It's nice to know that you like my, what is it called? demonic phenotype. Victor turns his attention back to the book and runs his clawed finger down the lines. Incubi, appreciators of the vibrant hues of souls. They draw power not from blood or life force, but from the pure potent energy of mortal emotions. Although a refined bouquet of positive emotions is the preferred ambrosia. Ah, ambrosia. What a fancy word. A practitioner can sustain themselves with more coarse, fickle energies of negativity, despair, horror, and humiliation provide a quick, albeit unpleasant, rush of power. It's no wonder that now, after an argument with someone in the comments, I feel like I've eaten a few raisins. Judging by the expression on his face, he clearly is not cut out for horrors and humiliations. His limit is probably arguing on 4chan, which is also kind of a source of horror and humiliation. An incubus can, albeit less effectively, form a symbiotic connection by feeding off of a single consenting mortal vessel. The mortal vessel can, in turn, absorb some of the power from the incubus, and, among other things, their immortality. Wow, sounds like a decent deal. I certainly have plenty of emotions, mostly hatred for the fact that to earn money, you have to work. What a relief. Just one person. I thought of having to chase after a whole bunch of strangers makes me feel sick. Okay, guys. Do you want Darren, Victor, or David? We have 3 great options here. Honestly, I might be won over by Victor. Yeah, cause he's normal. Victor is the most normal out of all of them. But I love communicating well sometimes. Strangers aren't the scariest thing right after rent. Yeah, I totally understand you. It's probably even harder to deal with clients like me. Communication is already a horror show in itself. And then you add, a little horror of, vampires and ghosts. Just a nightmare. He really looks at me with sympathy. He feels sorry for me. I don't even know how to react to that. Trying to understand what people want from you is quite the challenge. I'm trying to play a game with its rules changing every 5 seconds. And if someone has turned off your screen, you're paralyzed. Basically, yeah. I completely get you. Victor flips through the grimoire and reading the chapter titles. Techniques of rogue seduction, juicy emotional juices, using lavacious energies for thaumaturgical purposes. I don't even want to know. I just not want to starve without energy, maybe pay my rent. I don't need to be the lusty cousin of Doctor Strange. His finger finally jabs at a random chapter title somewhere in the middle. Love letters. It seems completely and irrevocably outdated, especially the part about pigeon colors. Love letters? Who writes love letters anymore? This should apply to text messages now, right? But, it's a good start, Let's work on this before moving on to more complex seduction methods. He pulls out a pen from somewhere, a cheap ballpoint pen with a little anime cat charm on the end. I hand him a grease-stained napkin, like everything in this rotten place. The book says to convey aching adoration and a hint of forbidden desire. Victor starts scribbling something onto the napkin. Fuck nah. What the fuck is this? You are not, why did you do this? You gave me a soy jack with a heart emoji. That's not, oh my gosh, he's such a loser, holy shit. Oh my gosh, why? You were doing so well. We were doing so well, Victor. I was about to be completely seduced, by the way. I was down. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go with you. I was completely ready to be sold by you, bro. And this is what you fucking do. Oh my gosh. That conveys aching adoration perfectly. Dude, he spends way too much time on Twitter, dude. I want to be nice to him. He seems so sad. I don't want to be mean to Victor. Really? You think so? Aw, thanks. I mean, it's obviously a silly picture, but it has a lot of layers of meaning, you know? It's like saying, I'm a humble being unworthy of your gaze, but supported only by crumbs of your attention. Fuck, he hates himself too? God. How can I say no to that, man? He's such a nice guy. Victor continues to flip through the book, recognizing the desires of the vessel. He glances at me. What does Vessel Friday want? The vessel wants a simple human sofa and cuddles on it. Oh, great. And pizza, right? Fuck. He's just a chill guy. Fuck. I can't say no to that. Aww. He's such a chill guy. He just wants to sit on the sofa and do cuddles. No, he's not a 4chan user. The 4chan thing was the narration's like gauge of his like negative emotions tolerance. He doesn't use 4chan. You don't have to be a 4chan user to draw a fucking soy jack, bro. You don't have to be a 4chan user. He's got bad influences and we can help him get back on the right path. We can be there and support him. In his eyes is genuine sympathy and understanding of every delicate string of my unfortunate lonely soul. That's honestly quite a simple desire. I think if the criteria for a second person on that couch aren't too strict, I could easily help. Though sometimes I comment too loudly on what's happening on screen. I hope that's not too much of a problem. Oh shit. Sometimes you just can't help but make a stupid comment, 10, 20, in 5 minutes. Especially when you know some facts about the movie. We continue to study this villainous seduction manual. The art of verbal seduction and slippery flattery. Hey man, I'm sold already. You don't even need to do too much. To his surprise, Victor finds no mentions of the fact that pirate compliments work on living people. This is definitely outdated. If I tell someone his eyes are the gateways to the Champile, I'll definitely get sprayed with pepper. And this, good lord, when I kiss you, I tremble like a paralyzed beggar. How's that even supposed to work? That's too much, even for me. Victor clears his throat. His gaze slides over to me, trying to latch onto something particularly attractive about my appearance. You have very elegant ear shape. He's trying, man. He's trying so hard. I can't be mad, man. Fine. You know what? Fine. Victor, you know what? Fine. Fine. I'll buy it. Why, thank you, Victor. No problem. I mean, they really are. They have a very elegant curve, aesthetically pleasing. 11 out of 10 on the ear attractiveness scale. Ears on my head are an 11 out of 10. Will there ever be a happier day in my life? He takes a deep breath, gathering his courage for another compliment. Actually, I think you have a wonderful sense of humor. Like, nothing can really get to you, right? Most people would scream, run away in horror, or fall into a true existential crisis. You know what? Yeah. He smiles gently in response. Despite everything, he starts to relax. He's probably feeling more comfortable around me. I would have never thought a monster would have to struggle with discomfort from interacting with a mortal soul, not the other way around. Another chapter. How to be a mirror. I didn't know he could change. Oh, it's metaphorical. The text describes the principle of mirroring, subtly borrowing mannerisms. He looks like Wembu. Guys, if Friday Pilot fell in love with Wembu, what would happen? What would happen, guys? The text describes the principle of mirroring, subtly borrowing mannerisms, speech patterns, and even express opinions of the victim to create a sense of closeness and understanding. The path of least resistance to gaining moral attachment. Oh, no. What about all that stuff about just be yourself and everything will work out? Oh, my mom lied to me, didn't she? With similar interests. What do ordinary people like? Football, the weather. Definitely not anime and Dark Souls. Fuck! Oh, he's so cute. Fuck! I'm sorry, dear. I'm switching sides, man. I'm switching sides. Fuck! Discussing the brilliant soundtrack of Silent Hill. Fuck! He likes the Silent Hill. He's a Silent Hill fan. He's a nerd. He's just like me for real. I'm sorry. None of y'all getting him. I'm getting him. I'm sorry. He's mine. I'm sorry. None of you, you're not the ones playing the game. What do you fuck you mean dibs first? I called dibs first. He's mine. No. Anyways. Polycule, no, I'm greedy. Wait, actually say Polycule. Actually, for you, I'll you know what? Fine. I'll let that slide. Sorry, no, not Ugar. Me, Say, and Victor. Not Ugar. I'm sorry. I'll let that slide. Alright, practice. The book says that practice is the key to success. Victor lifts his gaze to me. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that, man. You know you fuck. Play along with me, you know, like we just met. Okay, now you're doing too much. Beautiful mortal soul, I have appeared to you and have dreamed so many times, but I finally decided to find you in reality. I won't let you go easy again. Even though his words aren't the most elegant, there's something supernatural to them. I still begin to feel a pull. A shiver runs down my spine. Oh, come on, you don't have to pretend to get close to someone or make friends. I'd love to talk about the Silent Hill soundtrack. Victor's carefully crafted seductive expression shatters into pieces. His eyes widen, he blinks several times, and his gaze ignites with pure delight. You want to talk about Akira Yamaoka's industrial soundscapes? And how they create an all-encompassing sense of psychological horror that reflects the protagonist's inner turmoil? Because I mean, come on. The use of trip. Fuck! I can't do this, man. I can't do this, man. You motherfucker. You motherfucker. I can't do this, man. I can't do this, man. I couldn't keep a straight face while voice acting that. Oh, he's a nerd. Bro, I would love and cherish this guy forever. If there are no Victor believers, I am dead. If there are no Victor believers, I am dead. Because I mean, the use of trip hop elements in the Silent 3 soundtrack is criminally underrated. Criminally. Yes, you're mortal. Your interest in such esoteric melodies is quite intriguing. But, yeah, you're right. Pretending is very exhausting. You can never be truly close to someone if you're always pretending. Though, I don't really need that, do I? No, I just need sweet, juicy emotions. Well, who am I kidding? I'm the most pathetic incubus in the world. I need more than just that. No, Queen, believe in yourself. Queen, believe in yourself. No, you're perfect the way you are. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying, man. He's flipping through the treatise a little bit longer before letting out a sigh. His stomach growls again. It seems he could use an emotional snack. I think we're all covered. I think we've covered all the important stuff. I suppose it's time to wrap things up. He starts to rise from the floor. Wait, how did no one explain anything to you? Hey, I'll tell you, but, promise you won't laugh? Guys, we need to promise that we won't laugh. We need to promise that we won't laugh for Victor. I promise. Relief washes over his face. Oh, yeah, wonderful. I accidentally sold my soul on the darknet. Please, Friday, I need this. My soul kinda homeless. Yo, Friday, I'm watching your stream, bro. Why you trying not to laugh? That's disrespectful as shit. Go on. Oh, fuck. What an idiot I was. I dropped out of college back then because of constant stress. Moved into a tiny dump and barely left my apartment. I was scraping by with some freelance work. Fuck! Fuck! Fuck, he's such a loser. I talked and, well, sometimes. Fuck, he is a 4chan user. Fuck. Guys, does that dock points? Do we get him off of 4chan? Do you think we can get him off of 4chan? Hey, Victor, you can live with me, man. That's all. That's all we can do, bruh. We can fix it. We can fix him. We can fix him. Exactly. I talked, well, sometimes I chatted with various anonymous folks on 4chan, people without names, gender, or age. Then I stumbled upon a stupid ad. What else did I have to lose? Definitely not a demon 7-5. No, I'm not laughing. 7566. And the chat offered me a chance to escape loneliness. Later, after I turned into this creature, he used to be human. He dropped out of college and he became an incubus by selling his soul. Oh no, he is a loser. There goes my bed. Everything that I can, praise the Lord. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, she's so hot. Oh my gosh, she's so hot. Nah, hold on. I need a moment. Victor, amen. Hey, come on. Let's have honest cover. Hey, man, it's okay. It's okay, man. You know, I'm accepting you, man. Hey, look. There's no judgment within this household, all right? If you need a place to stay, if you need somebody to treat you right, I'm your man. I'm your man, Victor. Come on. How can I say no to a face like that? Come on. Can you give me a chance? I can be right for you, man. Come on, let's make it happen. Okay, let's continue the game. Victor's the goal. Victor is the goal here. Eyes on the prize, ladies and gentlemen. All 4 people in this chat right now. Put the fries in the bag. Yeah, I got you. He left me no instructions. He just wrote "get good" in the chat and then deleted all his contacts. He was curious to see if I could handle it. His chance to escape loneliness turned out to be putting me in an incredibly deadly situation. He lifts his eyes to me. His memory is a fresh wound for him. Before I can even respond, he jumps from the floor. But I've already wasted enough of your time. No, please stay. Please, Victor, stay, please. Victor, please. Just this one chance. Please. Please stay. Please. He claps his way to the counter. Well, to be honest, I didn't really understand that much. Those chapters are too strange. He lets out a quiet chuckle. But you know what? It was great. I haven't had this much fun in a while. I think I even ate properly. Finally. Positive energy. I mean, thanks for the lunch. I'm not sure if I need to pay for that too, but I'll leave some money, just in case. His tail twitches awkwardly. I haven't really interacted with people since college killed my will to live. He's just like me, for real. He's just like me, for real. It felt strange to not feel like such an idiot around someone. Thank you very much. He tosses some money into the jar, then takes a deep breath and adds, and maybe someday we could hang out together? Not as a lesson, just play some silly games like friends. He's so cute. He's so cute. Guys, chat, hold my hand. Chat, can you please hold my hand, please? Chat, he's so cute. Chat, he's so cute. Dude. No! Just friends! I would love to! Why not as friends? We can make it a date. You know it, buddy. You know I want that cookie bad. Button up your shirt, we got a deal. I want that cookie bad. A date? His tail starts wagging wildly, knocking over 3 bags of chips, a can of soda, and a bottle of gloomy tea. I'm in. I mean, of course I'm ready. He struggles to rein in the flow of enthusiasm and takes a frantic breath. See you then. Goodbye. Bye, Friday. Good luck with your shift. It was nice to meet you. The gas station returned to silence, broken only by the hum of refrigerators and my own two loud thoughts. So, a crazy god, a vampire thug, and a shy incubus walk into a gas station. Sounds like the start of a really bad joke. Well, my life is now a joke. Just great. I just wanted to pay my bills. I didn't sign up for interdimensional quarrels and therapy sessions for the undead. But on the other hand, I wasn't eaten and I wasn't turned into a piece of furniture. By the standards of this night, that's a resounding success. I cautiously glanced at the door to Bob's office. There was a low guttural humming, like a giant disgruntled computer tower was working inside. The clock on the wall indicated that this was the end of my shift. With a hefty sigh of relief, I began closing up the place. Finally, I walked to the front door, inserted the key into the lock. It was about to turn when suddenly,
Organism?
I jumped in place, nearly dropping everything.
Organism?
Your performance has exceeded all my algorithmic predictions by 47.3%. You're not just an organism, you're an efficient, flawless machine for generating currency. I'm feeling an emotion your kind describes as managerial pride. If you keep up the good work, the possibility of receiving a 25-cent bonus will not become just a hypothetical, but quite real. Go, organism. Restore your energy resources and return for further exploration. Oh, what a relief. I'm actually going to save this here. He vanished as suddenly as he appeared, leaving nothing but ringing silence behind. I stood there for a few seconds, processing what I heard. Then I slowly turned the key in the lock. First shift completed. I survived. And now I can do anything, which means return to the store to Bob, a romantic evening awaits you, or call Victor, or return home. Save it here. Do we end stream? Guys, I think we end stream. I want to keep playing though. I want to have a date with Victor. Oh, I need that. I need that incubi now. I need him now. How long? How much long? Okay, I did save it. How much longer can I play? Are you guys okay with me going for longer? Are you all invested in a night with Victor? I want to spend the night with Victor. If he kills me, so be it. Game's game. Invest? You're invested? Are all the 4 people watching me right now okay with me continuing the stream? Do we want to see Victor? I need him. I need him badly. I'm actually invested, bro. Let's get that cookie. Friday versus instant gratification. I'm sorry. I'm weak to it. Wait, hold on. We need appropriate music. We need appropriate music up in here. Victor! Oh, Victor! Victor promises to come faster than the wind. Oh, you bet. Oh, you bet he comes faster than the wind. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. True to his word, when his car pulls into the parking lot, he nearly knocks over the trash bin. Ah, my bad. It's an old, well-maintained car, clearly inherited from his grandfather. Inside, it's warm and smells nice. His apartment is exactly as I imagined. A bit cluttered but cozy. Ah, yes! Yes! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Oh, hell yeah! Oh, yeah, that's awesome! That's awesome! And soon, I get humiliated by the very first boss. Victor sitting next to me laughs. Ah, it's not that you're bad at this, as you say. I'm just that I'm a nerd and with a whole lot of free time. His fingers glide effortlessly over the buttons. You know... Alright, I'll change the music now. Let me go back to the original. I feel at ease. For the first time in a long while, no fear, no tension, just two people playing video games. Chat, what do we do? What do we do? I need that. I need that, dude. Do it. Shoot. We're shooting it. He freezes for a second. Then a blush appears on his violet cheeks. He coughs awkwardly but doesn't pull away. Instead, he gently leans his head towards mine. Friday, you've made me so happy in just one evening, and I'll do everything I can to make you happy. I close my eyes, listening to the quiet clicking of buttons. An incubus partner. My partner's an incubus. And he's better at Souls-like games than I am, for now. Something very interesting is definitely happening with my life. Yes! 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 Amazing. 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 I love that. I need more of that. I need more of that. Low-key, let's load this. Call Victor. Yeah. Lean back watching him play. Oh, that's the friendship option. Okay, gotcha. I want to make out with the man. He's so cute. He's so cute. All right. We'll do one more. Bob. Oh no, Mr. Manager. We're not saying goodbye just yet. I head back to the gas station and push the door, open the door into his office. Now this requires Rock Your Body by Justin Timberlake. This requires... Oh, Bob! In the middle of the room, buried under folders and invoices, stood a gigantic, ridiculous canopy bed, and on it, surrounded by rose petals, reclined Bob. Oh shit. Or rather, he wasn't just lying there, he was posing. One tentacle coyly supporting his spherical body where a human chin would be, otherwise were elegantly draped over by silk sheets. His numerous eyes blinked slowly, focusing on me.
Ah, organism. I wasn't expecting you so soon.
His voice always boomed in my head, but now it had sultry undertones.
But since you're here,
one tentacle slowly, seductively beckoned towards me.
I propose we spend this evening in romantic engagement. We'll study void bivouac enclosure schemes.
I took a step into the office and I slowly closed the door behind me. Ah, I see. That was the ending. Alright, I like that. I like that a lot. That was really fun. I'll turn the music down because I do want to listen to music right now. But, oh my gosh. That was amazing. I need Victor in my life now. This is a non-negotiable. We get that action, but not with Victor? Exactly! Why can't I make out with Victor? This is so sad. It upsets me. It upsets me so. Now, while we're here, and while I still have my Wi-Fi, we must peruse. We're not gonna read any of them. I'm just curious. I'm just curious. I'm sorry. I'm just curious. I'm just curious. If you look at me weirdly after this, I'm sorry, but I'm just curious. There's only 5. There's only 5 of them. Why is there only 5? We need more. Why is there only 5? What is this? What is this crock shit? What is this? What? I need more. Dude. I need that incubi, bro. He's the one nice guy in the entire game. I have never met a man that I have wanted more. He's so cute. You don't understand. Well, I know what I'm doing tonight. I don't know about you guys. If you want to look up fan fiction as well, you can go ahead. But for me, I will be going to EP Town because I'm going to sleep. Yeah, that was really fun. Yeah, I'm gonna go sleep now. That was a really fun stream. I want to play more visual. I want to play more dating sim specifically because it's really fun to do. Yeah, I hope you guys all had a really fun stream. I will be going to bed now. I will be ending stream. I really appreciate you guys for coming along. Which one's your favorite? I need to ask. We need to have that conversation. If you were to rate all of them by let's say Victor out of 10, right? Darren out of 10, David out of 10. Victor believer from the start. You liked Darren at the start, bro. You did not Darren last. Darren last, really? I like Darren. I really liked Darren. I don't know. That was until I did my research. I see. I like David. Okay, let's have a conversation. Why do you like David? Let's. Oh, by the way, you know what's something that I noticed that was pretty interesting? I have a suggestion. I have a suspicion that Victor was listening in on the conversation with David and heard David call me Sunshine and then picked up Sunshine from David because he thought, yeah, I should call a person Sunshine. That seems like a good idea. Which I don't know. I found really cute. I don't know. I found that really cute. Bob, Victor, David, Darren. Really, Bob? You're a Bob guy? This is ridiculous. But real Victor top? Hey, Victor top, Victor could be bottom. Victor could be both. I don't know, man. We have yet to explore such realities. I'm sorry. We have yet to explore such realities. I need that incubi, bro. I need that incubus, bro. You don't get it. I need that cookie bad. I'm sorry. There's 5 fan fictions. Ya best ya ass, I'm reading all of them. Ya bet ya ass, I'm reading all of them. Yeah. I guess I'm ending stream now. I low-key, I might make a post on my community, like, thing section or whatever. Rename content announcements to the stream pings. Because I think some people don't click that a lot. Or whatever. So I might rename that or whatever. But yeah, I hope you guys had fun. I hope you're all in the Discord server. I think all of you are in the Discord server. And I will end stream now. I hope that you guys have a really fun day, evening, or whatever. Yeah, and I will see you all next Monday, hopefully. Depends on my schedule. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Leave the